What up, YouTube? What up? What up? What up? Pat's first live is in 2 weeks in Portland. Lot of mo. Lot of mo. What up? What up? Chilling, chilling. Started at 1. I get the show going. We got a little guest coming on at 1:30. Alexander, what up? What up? What up? We're going to start the show at 1 o'clock. So if you guys got any questions, I don't know if you know who I got coming on this show at 1:30. We got this internet football youth sensation named Baby Gronk that I've heard all kind of shit about. So I want to find out what the real is. So we're going to chop it up with his dad and himself. So... yeah, I don't know, Brad. It's like he's like a youth internet sensation. There's been some like him before, but they call him Baby Gronk. So he's gonna come on, and him and his dad, we're gonna chop it up and find out the real, man. You know, is the dad trying to exploit the baby, or is the baby the real deal? But really, you don't really know. So we're gonna find out. Coach Ant, he thinks he's got all talk. He says all talk. So, hey, might as well. I figured it'd be a good show. So, hey, you know me, I'm going to keep it 100 with him, and I'm going to find out. Because, you know, I don't like the exploitation shit, and I hate 7-on-7, and I hate that soft shit. So I'm going to break it down to him as to why that is. And we're going to chop it up. Yep. He's from Texas, yep. Yep, Texas. He's from Texas, and I'm not sure where he's at, what part. His dad was supposedly a good player, from what I heard. Back in his day. Kid's in 3rd grade, 7 years old, I want to say. Yeah, so the IE Ducks, Ant, is that where your kid is? Is Keefe still there, IE Ducks? That shit makes me cringe. That whole fucking thing, you guys are in, dog. Holy shit. Lucy, we're going to find out. I have my own takes too. I have both perspectives on it. I want to make sure I want to tell everybody both sides of it, because there is a positive side of it, but you know, I'm going to talk about it, I think. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening. I think there's a side to it that a lot of people, like everyone that's hating on the kid and the dad, I think there's a side to it as well that is a positive. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna break it down and be real with it, both sides. So I want to make sure we give everybody a fair shot at it. But I'll start the show in about 10 minutes. So you guys can ask some questions, chop it up. You guys want to chop it up, ask some questions. And I'll write some questions down if you guys have them for the parents. And you can still call in. I'll let you guys call in, chop it up with the parent, with the dad and the kid if you guys want to call in. But the dad's done a good job marketing the kid. I know that. Hope it's just for the positive, Yeah, there was the baby Reggie Bush. That was a white kid too, wasn't it? There was a white kid that was real big. Tate Martell's one. There's all kinds of them, man. I've seen a ton of them, man. It's hard, man, when you do it with the kids because you don't know if the kid's going to grow up. Is he going to hit a growth spurt? Is he going to end up being swallowed up by all the some people are late bloomers. Some people are early bloomers. I knew a lot of early bloomers that ended up getting swallowed up. Yeah, baby Reggie Bush was a Los Alamitos kid. Yep, I know. I remember the kid. I was living in Long Beach, early 2000s or whenever that shit was. I think I was coaching at Cabrillo. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it was there's been a lot of them, man. But I'm going to break it down in a good way. Like, I'm going to break every single possibility down. A lot of cats are giving this kid a lot of hate and shit, but shit. Is there a big difference between what this guy's doing and what, like, the Olsen twins did? Their parents put them in acting school at fucking 3 years old, 2 years old. They were exploiting their asses. There just happened to be no social media. Todd Marinovich, Marijuanovich, we called him. Yeah, I mean, people are saying let the kid hit puberty, but shit. What about all these actors and shit? Justin Bieber's of the world. Fucking, there's so many kids that were exploited. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to spit some real questions at him. See what happens, Fernie Cerritos, what up? You need to become a member too, dog. Fuck. Don't you love the DMs that you get? I got a surprise. Check it out. And it's a fucking guy. You want to get verified? Like, shut the fuck up. Some of you motherfuckers are just unbelievable. Why is it always the Middle Eastern cat or the Nigerian that runs these fucking scams that hit you up and they're not verified, but they want to verify you? Yep, we're going to see the deal today. We get this thing started in about 2-3 minutes, get the show underway, and then the special guest will hit us up at about 1:30 Pacific. Appreciate everybody joining, coming in. Hit the like button, subscribe, become a member if you're not. A lot to discuss on this Fearless Friday. Nah, I don't bet anything but NBA and NFL, man. I don't know shit about baseball, hockey. I don't know shit about any of that. So I only bet football and basketball. Fuck no. 34 points didn't put him as a Mount Rushmore player. Shit's crazy. Josh, what up, Oos? Hell no. He ain't top 10 to me, but I'm going to break down my top 5 all time today. He ain't top 10 to me. And he's a little. If you ain't top 10 to me, you ain't fucking Mount Rushmore. That Mount Rushmore shit is crazy. It's fucking crazy. I don't know. I got to get Fat Boy on here. Fuck around, shoot the shit. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's up. Appreciate it, Coach Ant. Yeah, I'm down. You know what? This week, man, I fucked up. You know what it is? I hit that desalinization point, man, where I didn't lose much. I basically stayed the same all week long. Today, I got a little workout in, a little more jump rope, a little more push-ups than normal jump rope. But I think I've hit the threshold of losing fat, water weight, etc. So now I'm going to have to start hitting it to lose the weight now to burn the calories. So, you know, Derby City, you should become a member. You'd fucking know if I have people on. I've had probably 6 of my former players on the show. So maybe go back and look and maybe become a member. I'm going to start this show in about 2 minutes. Give me 1 second. What to do? Like walking around here, walking around on eggshells. 3 dogs at my feet, 1 to the right. They all right here. Let me get this party started. I appreciate you guys all coming in here. Hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. Appreciate you. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'm in my mode, ready to transform you into I hate a storm, Hail Marys, I make it pour. Good, I ain't lying, you little giants, we been defiant. Rising. What's the cost to be the boss? Breaking down the walls. We all in once the coin gets tossed. Got the kind of action, never acting. No need to scramble to get traction. We make it happen. From 3-4s to 4-3s.
The founder of Slapdick Podcast, Slapdick Whiskey, Slapdick Cigars, and the author of Hate Me Now, Love Me Later. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Jason Brown.
Straight, no chaser, real raw and uncut.
Coach, every time you come on, I laugh, I learn something, and then I fear that somebody's going to be incredibly pissed off with what you said.
All around hustler.
Make no mistake about it. I've done this a long time.
Try to eliminate this soft society we have.
There's legend roaming around. Hate me now, love me later, like my book says.
This was presented by Slapdick Whiskey. Hey,
Hell yeah.
Slapdick Whiskey's good, so are the Stogies.
Some real thought, real good flavor on these things, and the burn is excellent. Beautiful burn.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Slapdick Whiskey, Slapdick Cigars. Be true to yourself and see if some shit changes for the worse or for the better. They asked me to do a podcast. I said, let's call it the Slapdick Podcast. What up? Welcome in to another Hate Me Now, Love Me Later Fearless Friday rendition. The Hate Me Now, Love Me Later podcast. We're going to be fearless here on this fine Friday, 17th of June, 2022. Father's Day weekend. Make sure to shout out all the great fathers out there. Make sure you understand the difference between a dad and a father. There is a huge one. It's a misnomer. That is contrary to belief, by the way. It's not on my contrary to belief today, but it should be. There is a huge difference between a fucking father and a dad. A dad is a sperm donor. He just fucks nuts and has a fucking baby and is no longer in the fucking picture. A father does the exact same fucking thing, but learns how to raise the child, regardless of the mother being a fucking psychopath. Fucking, I can use a lot of other words. Bottom line is, the father still figures out how to be a father. You can say what you want about me. Hey, I did it, my part. I've done my part. My daughter's now fully grown, and now, hey, you got to fucking let them grow up and be their own human at some point. Shit, they're adults now. So hopefully you understand, dad and father, huge difference. Make sure you go on over to CoachJBStore.com. Check out all the new merch that I have. Get you some whiskey. The whiskey's great, obviously. It is unbelievable. You can mix it, make cocktails, drink it straight, shoot it on ice, neat, whatever you want to do. Join right there. Buy you some right now. And then I got the books, posters. You can get a personalized poster or book me on Cameo, especially for Father's Day, as I'm doing one-day turnaround videos for all the great fathers out there on Cameo. It is located right there on the bottom ticker on the show. So go get you some merch, hoodies, short sleeve hoodies, T-shirts, whatever it may be, snapbacks, trucker shirts, whatever you want to do. Go get you some. Girls, I got the boy shorts for you too, black and pink. And head on over and check it out. But the whiskey is one of one. I appreciate all you guys joining in. Hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. Special guest on today, youth sensation, football sensation, internet sensation. Got a few 100,000 followers on Instagram and Twitter. They call him Baby Gronk. We're going to find out the real. You know me, I don't like the exploitation of youngsters. I don't like 7-on-7. I don't like the personal training shit. I don't like any of that. So we're going to find out and give the father his fair shot, just like everyone deserves. I know I've got a fucking raw deal. So let's see if the father's getting a raw deal and all the hate that I see on the internet, which we know the internet is full of shit and it's a bunch of cowardly cunts hiding behind a keypad. We're going to find out what the dad has to say about his, third grade kid who's breaking the internet, taking pictures with Nick Saban, Deion Sanders, Lane Kiffin, you name it. He's going all these camps. He's supposedly been offered by 100 Division I schools. He's supposedly internet sensation and committed to the University of Oregon as a third grader. We're going to find out, does that even mean can he commit? Can he commit at that age? Does he even realize what that is? We're going to find out and break it all down today here on this Hate Me Now, Love Me Later show. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. Let's give you the quote of the day, get you started. I'm going to do the show for about a good 25, 30 minutes. Everything that I need to get out there. I want to break some stuff down, and then we'll have the call come in at around 1:30 Pacific. 3:30 Central, 4:30 East Coast. So I appreciate everybody coming in, hitting the like button, subscribe, become a member if you're not a member. It's the best $1.99 you can have. And we're going to see what Baby Gronk's all about. And, hey, it's a great day to have a great fucking day. So let's check it out. First of all, quote of the day. Let me get you off started right. You know how it is. Here we go. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. Real simple quote. A lot of people don't understand that quote. Fernie's a new member. Shout out to Fernie Cerritos. Appreciate you. Compton in the house. Blake Campbell. Taylor. Taylor, what up? Taylor's not a member, so make sure everyone let's Taylor in this room. You guys see Taylor? I can't even pronounce his last name, but let him know he is a slap dick because he's not a member and he's just coming in. Lee P just asking dumb questions already. He don't want to fucking listen to the show. Tyler L, do I take live calls? Yeah, you would know that. If you become a member, I'll take you live. You'll be able to call in, talk to Baby Gronk and his dad. Ruben, what up? Ruben's no longer a member because he's a slapdick. Hey, I actually disappeared for a few weeks, obviously doing a lot of things. And so I was doing the show 5 days a week. I'm going back to doing the show 5 days a week on Monday. So we will be doing it 5 days a week again. Merciless Monday, Talk That Talk Tuesday, Work Boot Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, and then, of course, Fearless Friday. 1 p.m. Pacific right here on YouTube. So now you can become a member again if you weren't. And appreciate everybody. Taylor actually works at the distillery in San Diego that makes Slapdick whiskey. So Taylor came in here, and shout out to Taylor. He's a good dude. He's a coach of an arena league team. He's a head football coach of an arena league team in San Diego. So shout out to Taylor. But quote of the day, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. If anyone understands it or don't understand it, then you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But bottom line is, I don't want a lot of motherfuckers around me. No, he's not boys with Gotti. I don't want a lot of fucking partners around me. I want my circle tight. I want my circle small. I'd rather have 4 fucking quarters that I can carry around and I can call up anytime I want. 100 motherfuckers, man, you got to look over your back, over your shoulder, make sure you're not getting stabbed in the back, and then be surprised on who's stabbing you in the back. You'd be shocked, man. Keep your circles tight and small. Trust me. DT Football Media, what's up? So appreciate everybody coming in. Contrary to belief, also brought to you by betonline.ag. Head on over to betonline.ag today and use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, and get you 50% off deposit and your welcome bonus. The Warriors won last night. I bet on that game, won me a couple $100 on betonline.ag. Make sure you head on over and tell them that I sent you. Use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV. Get you 50% off first deposit. We still got MMA. We still got baseball, which is in full swing. Basketball just ended, but you got the NHL hockey finals full swing. And you can bet on all of those things, plus Vegas, live Vegas gambling bets going on. BetOnline.ag. Head on over, use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV. BetOnline, where the game starts. Also brought to you by BetOnline is the Contrary to Belief segment of this show, which I love to get going. Teach motherfuckers some English in this bitch. You can't ask for forgiveness after you've already done the crime. If you can't do the crime, you don't do the time, right? If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Too many bitching and moaning after the fact. It's too late. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Quit asking for forgiveness after you've already done the motherfucker. You knew what you were doing, so stop asking for fucking forgiveness. Too many motherfuckers out here asking for forgiveness after they've done the shit. Nah, you knew what you wanted to do. So stop doing that shit. Contrary to belief, stop doing it. You can't live in regrets. Please understand you can't look backwards. We're not going that way. We're not going backwards. Stop looking backwards. Stop regretting. You can't do anything about it. Stop feeling so much remorse, being remorseful. You can't do shit about it. All you can do is get fucking better moving forward. And finally, you can't reminisce too long. We can't reminisce on the things that have happened positively in your life. You can't reminisce on the good shit you've done for too long, or you will lose sight on what's ahead. Too many of us look back and say, man, 10 years ago, I was the shit. 20 years ago, man, remember when I did that? Nobody cares no more. It is what have you fucking done for me lately life we live. It's results oriented. It's what have you done for me lately? And you cannot continue to reminisce over shit that you've done in the past. It's over with. It's done. You got to start looking forward because this new generation don't give a fuck what you did. They don't even know who fucking Walter Payton is or Michael Jordan. They only know who Steph Curry is now because it's what have you done for me lately life, period. That's what people judge you on. So you can't live in the past. We're not going that way. Take out your rearview mirror. Stop looking backwards. We're going forward, and let's get the fuck going. So, great Contrary to Belief segment. We got a new sponsor also, BlueChew.com. So make sure you know my BlueChew.com. Use the promo code BELIEVE as well. Head on over to BlueChew.com, and you'll get a welcome bonus on that as well. I'll shoot the ad out to you later on. But anyway, a lot to discuss. I'm going to make Hate Me Now, Love Me Later, the book, which was a #1 bestseller. I'm turning it into an audio book. A lot of people have been requesting it. I think I'm going to drop an audio book on it. I've been doing a little bit of research on it and some readings on it. I'm going to do an audio book myself, do it my voice. I'm going to read it myself, and I'm going to try to get it up and running in the next month. And I'm going to try to get the audio book out, and then I'm going to write a second book and also have an audio book for that. So I'm going to drop an audio book. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Anyway, Shaq pays for everyone at a restaurant and pays all the servers for all the servers' food. And apparently he tipped a $25,000 tip. These are reports that he does this type of shit once a month. Wherever he's at, he'll drop of a dime, do that shit. And Shaq has been known to do that shit for a long, long time. So shout out to Shaq. I don't know if you knew this, but 340 unopened wine bottles are still on board a royal ship 340 years after it sank. I don't know if you heard about that. I don't know if Jeremiah's in here. Brad Richardson's always up to speed on a lot of that shit. I don't know if you heard about any of that, but 340 years after the fact, after a ship sank, there's 300 bottles of wine unopened. Who knows anything about wine? I'm not a wine guy. Is that shit good or is that shit bad? So I don't know. I want to know. If that shit's legit, and how expensive is that fucking wine if it is good? 340-year-old wine and 300 ship. It's a royal ship. So apparently it was probably a ship coming from fucking England or something. Who knows whose ship it was? Maybe it was a king or a queen or some shit. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. The Chinese say they made contact with aliens. Shout out to the Chinese. Shout out to all the Chinese who made contact with fucking aliens. That's what they say. The Warriors win in 6, just like I predicted. I predicted they'd win in 6. I did it originally, though. I want to make sure I'm clear so everyone knows. I want to make sure that I'm clear. I did pick them in 7 originally. After game 2, Wido came on the show, and I told Wido, I said, listen, after game 2, they dominated game 1, which they lost. They kept, but then dominated game 2. And I'm like, you know what? They're just head and shoulders better. I said, I don't see it going 7 anymore. So I changed my pick to 6. So obviously I wouldn't have won the bet that I bet, but I did change it to 6 because I wanted to make sure everyone understood that I thought they were just way better than I thought originally. So we'll see. Is Steph Curry top 10 player of all time? Poll question today: is Steph Curry a top 10 player of all time? I'm sure anyone under 25 years and younger who also think that, Tatum of the world and Booker's of the world are as good as Kobe or the next Kobe. I'm sure you all think that Steph Curry's top 10 as well. I don't believe that Tatum and Booker can hold Kobe's left nutsack with both arms and hands combined, cradling Kobe's left nutsack. I don't believe that Tatum and Booker can combine hold Kobe's left nutsack. But at saying that, I do not believe Steph's a top 10 player either. I don't believe top 10. There's a video out there, if you watch, that Kobe talks about how to defend Steph. You should watch the videos of Kobe defending Steph. Now, Steph was young, but please understand, Steph came in the league in 2009, was still very good in 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Kobe was still playing well into that. And Kobe would lock Steph the fuck down. And he was on there telling a story about how to guard Steph. He said, you go on the side of Steph, don't get in front of Steph, don't get behind Steph. You go on the side of Steph. He does not like that friction. And Kobe locked him down in a couple second halves. He told the team, I'm taking over. Steph Curry should have won another title at least won another title. Eddie, how did fucking Steph Curry change the game? What did he do? Did he invent dribbling around this motherfucker? Did he do something I don't know about? Did he invent a shot that I don't know that Larry Bird did before? or that fucking Bernard King did, or that fucking there's a million other Reggie Millers of the world. Did he do something that I don't fucking know about? Did he make the rim bigger around this motherfucker? What did Steph Curry invent around this motherfucker? Because he's a 6'2" guard that fucking dribbles and looks backwards when he shoots a three. Get the fuck out of here. Go look at Larry Bird, homie. Go look at Reggie Miller, homie. They were changing the game too. So he changed the game. What did he change the game? How to get fucking fouled and flop and fucking how to choke and not win a big game without Draymond fucking Green. Get the fuck out of here. He should have another final at least or two if he was this top 10 player that everyone thinks he is. Draymond Green got hurt, the homie. They were up 3-1. How the fuck you can't win one game if you're a top 10 player? Get the fuck out of here. Steph ain't no top 10 player. Can't win one game. You got 3 opportunities to win one game without Draymond Green, and you can't do it? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, I don't have him in my top 10. I'm going to go over my top 5 NBA players of all time just while we're on this topic real quick. So here's my top 5 NBA players. Starting at number 5, Larry Bird. Not only was he a big forward that can shoot, dribble, and pass, he was a hell of a rebounder nobody wants to talk about. And as a slow white guy who couldn't jump, ask Michael Jordan how good Larry Bird was. That motherfucker will tell you he's a top 5 all day. I am stuck in old school because I don't believe Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry would have got fucking demolished by the Kobe's, the Pippins, the Rodmans, the Joe Dumars of the world, Isaiah Thomases. They would have bodied him so fucking much. Steph Curry would never been doing that shit. All Steph Curry would have did was shoot from the fucking perimeter. And you know what he would have did? He would have had a lot more 0 for 9 fucking performances like he did the other night than he does this in this era. I guarantee you that. But I put him above Chris Paul all motherfucking day long. I take him above Chris Paul all day long. Magic Johnson, obviously, he played with Kareem, just like Kobe played with Shaq. It's tough to compare those two as a top 5. But Magic, now, if you want to talk about changing the game, you talk about fucking Magic Johnson. You don't bring up fucking Steph Curry as a change in the game, okay? Please. Kareem, at number 3, Kareem overall is the number 1 overall most dominant player, in my opinion, of all time. I got MJ at 2, and then I got Kobe at 1. And you know my thing. This is my list. Don't be mad and hate me just because this is my fucking list. This is my list. Matt and Callie says 3 of 5 were Lakers. Well, I'm sorry. There's more Laker Hall of Famers than any other team too. Is that my fault too? That the Lakers fucking and the Boston have the most championships and they had the best players of all time? I mean, fuck. Wilt, Kareem, Magic, Kobe. I mean, fuck. How many motherfuckers played for the Lakers that are Hall of Famers or even some of them are on the fucking Mount Rushmore? So is that my fault? Some of you cats be killing me. Anyway, that's my list, okay? You can have your own fucking list. This list don't mean shit. This list ain't fuck. I'm not no fucking media fucking expert. I'm a realist who gives you real shit. Kobe was the best 2-ball list shooter of all time, in my opinion. And that is just what it is. That's just what it is, in my opinion. So who knows? That's what I think, but who knows? The NFL fines the Commanders $100,000. And if you haven't heard about this, 2 OTA practices they will lose in 2023 for excessive contact in spring drills. The NFL fines the Cowboys $100,000 for the same thing. You got to be shitting me. What did the players say? That's what I want to know. I want to know, did the players say something, A, and if they did and bitched about it, then I'm fucking done with fucking football. Let's move on. Let's get something else going. Let's fucking watch hockey. I will force myself to become a hockey fanatic. And if the players are bitching about too much contact in fucking in a padded practice, then I'm fucking done with football. I'm just telling you. I'm done with football. So please understand that. Cowboys did the same thing. I guess people, so teams can't try to create a different culture nowadays. They can't create a different culture and change up their whole fucking philosophy over the summer now, right? Because you can't hit nobody, so you can't change the fucking culture. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. It's unbelievable. Yeah, you know that ain't Gabe. So I don't know. That's crazy. If you don't know where Death Valley is, all you guys in California, Death Valley National Park visitor found dead after walking to get gas. Death Valley is about, I don't know, an hour and a half from my house. And it's the hottest place in America, one of the hottest in the world. It's not too far from the house. They found this dude going to get gas. He ran out of gas and died. They found him dead. It's crazy. So this is a conspiracy now. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not. Oh, LeBron fans hate me. You know, I don't think LeBron's top 5 at all. I think he's top 10. I don't think he's top 5. Listen to this shit. 5,000 cows were found dead in Southwest Kansas, where I used to live. Not in Indy, but in when I went to college in Hayes, Kansas, and in Garden City, Kansas. There is a lot of cows out there, obviously, right? I got Curry like 15, but 5,000 cows found dead. They say it was because of the heat. So I had a lot of friends out there who tell me that it's bullshit. There's a conspiracy going on with 5,000 cows being dead because apparently it wasn't even 90 degrees and they get over 100 degrees humid summer heats all the time every year. And they say that 5,000 cows were dead. I'm like, shit, what's going on with that? Was one of them motherfuckers on Netflix? I'm curious. Is one of them motherfuckers on the cow that got shot with the trank? I don't know if it was, but anyway, 5,000 cows come up dead at one time. Something's up. I'm not feeling that shit. I'm trying to tell you, they're trying to starve us out around this motherfucker. They're trying to starve us out. Shit. Nah, my buddies were out there, brother. They said it was like 87 degrees. It wasn't even that bad at all when they found him dead. So, I don't know. I don't know if you heard about the military orders were found on a dead Russian soldier. Ukrainian military found the original attack orders. So they think that they've changed some game. They've changed the game on a few tactics. And I don't know why that would have released out there. If I would have found the fucking plans, I wouldn't have told any motherfucker. And I would have been fucking infiltrating Russia and been kicking their ass. Like, come on, man. FDA approves COVID-19 vaccine for children. Fucking yippee fucking yay, right? That's all we need. SpaceX fires 5 people for letting a written letter leak that criticized your boy Elon Musk. What's up with Elon Musk and buying Twitter? I thought that shit was going to happen. Now he's not buying Twitter, but the fucking Saudi Arabians are. Saudi might be buying Twitter and the Live. They're taking over PGA and fucking Twitter. Better watch out for the Saudis. Vince McMahon steps down as the WWE CEO for apparent domestic violence. He paid a secretary $3 million to tell her not to tell anyone that we hit. Apparently, he was fucking a secretary and told him, no, don't fucking tell nobody. Here's $3 million. Apparently, he had to resign for that reason. I don't know why he did that. Why would he have to do that? I mean, Jerry Jones just had worse than that. Like, holy fuck. Like, goddamn. So, who knows? Ernesto said, too many fake accounts. Price has to change. Hey, man. There's people coming in here. Hey, if you're not a member, become a member. And you guys, if you don't know, if you're new to the show, hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. I appreciate everybody in there. Make sure that you know that you understand. I'll take you live calls, not like a call, but a voice call, a face call, like a FaceTime chat. You can call in and I will take you live if you're a member. So it's $1.99 and then during the show, once we start back next week, you have an opportunity to try to win try to win some merch, hoodies, hats, book, signed book, poster, and possibly some whiskey. If you do call in and get the trivia question right once I start back next week. So, but you have to be a member. So it's $1.99 and you can have the opportunity to win a fucking $50 bottle of whiskey. So go do the math. You spend fucking $100 a week on fucking Starbucks. So stop playing. Great time to become a member today because we're starting it back 5 days a week starting next Monday. So it's a great day to have a great day. It's the best $2 a month you can fucking ever buy. Al Mac, become a member, and then I'll ask. And you can call in and ask yourself. Just become a member, and you can be calling in today, and we'll see what's going to happen. A lot of stuff to ask. Al Mac says, ask Baby Gronk's dad why he only played 6-man to avoid 11-man. Maybe I will ask that question. I don't know that to be fact. Do you? If you know that to be fact, then hey, call in and let him know. But, I'm trying to keep it respectful in here in this community. We got a great community built in on YouTube. We got 165 people in here right now live. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. Lot to ask Baby Gronk and his father. I believe his father's name is Jake. He'll be calling in about 4 minutes, and then we'll chop it up, and we're going to dive into a lot of things. Let him tell his story. He'll be on in about 4 minutes. So JC, he's always talking shit. He's our narrator in here. He's not a member either. That's kind of like the guys on Instagram who he's like the guy on Instagram that tells you I'll verify you, but he's not even verified. Hey, so it is what it is. And like I said, I'm starting the show back up 5 days a week, starting Monday for Merciless Monday. And make sure that you understand that I'll be starting it back up Monday, and I'll go 5 days a week. You guys got to become members, and we can chop it up, chat it up all day long, and you guys can call in. And I'll be having a lot of guest speakers coming on, and a lot of guests coming on, and from Marcellus Wiley to Eddie George, and you name it. Got a lot of guys planned to come on the show and just make it bigger, grow it a little bit. So help me grow it. That's what she said. We got 175 people in here, so I appreciate you. And, Baby Gronk's going to call in here in a minute, and we're going to get after it and chop it up. Hopefully you guys got any questions. You can call in, especially you members. Ask away. Try to keep it respectful. It's not we're not here to bash anyone. Bottom line is understand something that I have to even understand. Wichita, Kansas is in the house. Ryan Ross, new member. Appreciate you. Don't be a slapdick.
You is slapdick pretty much.
Why you calling me slapdick?
Because my dick slapped me across your face.
Don't be one of those guys. Because remember, the fucking guy, the kid, I don't care about the dad. The kid is fucking 7. Okay? The kid is 7 years old. So let's just keep it real. We don't need to fucking blast the dad out and make him. I'll do enough of that just on some real talk stuff. But if you guys want to call in, you want to be a member and call in, keep it respectful, keep it real, and we'll chop it up. So Wichita, Kansas. I like Wichita, Kansas, man. I got a lot of friends in Wichita. So, Wido, what up? I'm sure you got some good questions for this youngster. If you don't know who Baby Gronk is, I'm sure you've done some research or will do some. He's an internet football sensation, a youth sensation. So, we'll see what happens. But I got Andrew Jetton, Dustin Lamarada's in the house. Hey, man, appreciate everybody coming in. You guys all become a member, $1.99. I'm taking the show 5 days a week starting next Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube. Show is brought to you by betonline.ag and bluechew.com. Make sure you head on over to bluechew.com and go get you some Blue Chew for all you ladies out there. Buy it for your man. If your man is struggling to then go get him some Blue Chew and use the promo code BLEAV, BLEAV. Appreciate everybody coming in. Hit the like button. We got 180 people in the chat live, so I appreciate you guys. And Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. Make sure you keep it respectful. The community's good in here. It's nice. The father and the son are coming on, and let's find out the real. They got a story to tell, and I'm glad they calling in to tell it. So with no further ado, we're gonna bring in my main man, Baby Gronk, and his father, and we're gonna get the thing going. So appreciate everybody coming on.
What's
What's
going
up?
on? What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Let me get this thing the right way. Let me see if I could make this better. There we go. It's a little better. What's up, my man? What's up, little man? Baby Gronk, how you doing?
Good.
Flex
Good,
on.
good deal, man. Hey, man, you're quite the star, man. You're quite the star online, man. Your dad's done a great job with you, man, supporting you, marketing you, and all that stuff. So, we got a lot to discuss, man. So, Pops, what's your name, Jake?
Yeah, my name's Jake.
Jake, I got you. So, you want to introduce? So, what's little Gronk's name, man? What's his real name?
His real name's go ahead, dude.
Madden.
His name's Madden after John Madden, the video game.
Okay, yeah. So, you guys are from Texas?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Well, look, man, first of all, listen, we all got haters. You all see the online, the social media stuff, and I don't think there's a better person to be doing this interview than me because I think I'm more hated online than anyone in America. So it's a good thing to do it like this, right? So I tell everybody, hey, screw our haters, man. They're our biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's how you got to look at it. Hey, our haters pay us, regardless of what you think. Haters pay the bills.
That's comments. That's engagement.
Yeah.
That's views. You know, that's how the world is today. It's all on the internet. It's all online. You see how Netflix did with you. You know, it blew you up. But, you know, we really saw a show and saw how you were on the show. And a lot of people think, you know, that's who he is. But I know there's more to you, man, as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No doubt. Yeah. I appreciate you guys coming in, man. So Baby Gronk, did you come up with the name or your pops come up with the name? And why'd you come up with the name?
My dad came up with the name.
Okay.
I went to recess, dude, one time, right? And because he told me come watch him. He was in kindergarten. He's in 3rd grade right now. And I saw all these other kids that were, you know, just hanging on him. And he was just, you know, he didn't know what he was doing, but they were just hanging on him and he was dragging them. So I thought in my head, you know, his mom's white. So I said, damn, you know, he looked like a little Baby Gronk. So I said, that's what we're going to use for the nickname because it'll be catchy for kids, you know, to say, hey, that's Baby Gronk.
I got you. So is Gronkowski is he an idol or did you guys like him, his game or anything?
We rock with him. He follows them. They both follow each other. But I kind of raised them where he really ain't got idols, man. He looks at everybody like they're humans, you know, which they are. You know, at the end of the day, man, we all put our pants on the same way.
Nah, I hear you. So look, there's a lot of questions. I got a ton of engagement. How we marketed this, that you were coming on the show. We did a good job getting you on here and everything. So I appreciate all that. Yeah. And I got a lot of fans. I got my own questions, obviously, and we're gonna chop it up and just chill. But I got a lot of fan base questions too. Like a lot of folks say that everything you guys do online, you have some type of Nike symbol on. Do you guys got an NIL deal with Nike by chance, or can you comment, or is this just Nike your flavor?
No, no deal with Nike, to be honest. The thing is, he did some work for East Bay, so they had him on the East Bay magazine. And they sent him a whole bunch of Nike to promote and push when he had to take pictures. He's close to Battle since he was little, you know, and he's close to Under Armour. He's close to everybody, but really right now we're just waiting on the biggest bag right now. So I'm letting that sit and I'm building them up more. So whenever they offer the biggest bag, that's where we'll go to. But it has to fit what we're doing. You know, I think Puma might mess us up because we do football. Just for an example.
I got you. So let's dive into this, man. Let me ask you, let's get it started. So I'm trying not to read all the comments because there's so much coming in because I'm trying to do the show. And
look, there go a comment right there because the comments help you. And I've been seeing this guy on Twitter too, Al Mack, where he said, why do you only let him play sit-down football? See, look, Al Mack, the real story was he played 11-man, but I put in second grade, and a baseball coach said, hey, well, if you let Baby Gronk play on my team, then we'll pay for everything, helmet and everything. So I said, okay. So I didn't know you couldn't play on 2 tackle teams at the same time. So I got him kicked out of the other league, and he ended up being in that 6-man league, which I didn't know. So everybody saw highlights of this 6-man league, but that's all we had. The reason why I got into 2 leagues is because we needed more content, more footage, and I wanted him to play more tackle his first year. So after that one season, we were out. After we won the Super Bowl and he dominated his thing, we went back to 11-man. So that's why a lot of people always say that 6-man play real football. For the whole first year, coach, they thought he was a white guy. They didn't know his background. They don't know where I come from. We brought if they want to talk about a hard growing up and a hard past and a story to tell, I got it. So the thing is, everything I did in my life and how I failed, I'm just doing the same things that helped me, and I'm just fixing what didn't help me and what messed me up.
So look, let me ask you, what nationality are you guys?
I'm Hispanic. He's half Hispanic and half white.
Okay, got you. And you grew up in Texas. What part of Texas?
Man, I was all over. McKinney, Prosper, Salina. After high school, I was in Dallas.
Okay, I got you. And so you played ball in high school, right? You played running back or something yourself?
Yeah, I played running back.
Got you. So let me ask, let's dive into this, man. What at the end of the day, what are you trying to accomplish with his social media presence and all his stardom at such a young age? Like, I guess that's where my first question. So, because the bottom line is the naysayers will say you are crazy. You're living through your boy, looking to profit off his name. I mean, I've seen it all, right? I've seen it all. What would you tell these folks?
It's like this, dude. If I owned a lawnmower service, I'm gonna teach my son how to cut grass. You know what I'm saying? If I was a lawyer and I went to school for it, I'm gonna show my son how to get in. All I know is sports and dope. That's it. Drugs, to be honest with you. And drugs fucked me up. So I'm gonna show my son sports, of course. But now I see that sports don't last forever. It's not forever. No matter how big of a dream you have to make it to the NFL, it probably ain't gonna happen. Do you know how many players in college, don't matter the college size, the whole team says they're going to the league? The guy didn't do nothing in high school, but he has hope that he's going to the league. I've heard it. I've said it. So what I'm doing is I'm setting them up for life financially. I'm going to buy them land. I'm going to buy him houses. I'm going to get him a company or 2. I'm going to get him whatever he wants to start up. I'm going to put money down for him where he can make more money back. See, what we didn't have growing up, the blacks and the Hispanics, we didn't have our dads having an office with the degree hanging on it and saying, Harvard or Yale. We didn't have that, man. I had my dad looking at me coked up when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make him have everything. But the way I know how to hustle is through the internet and the marketing and sports. So why not put it all together? They say it's too much pressure. Man, they say he's a target. I'm making him a target, dude. You think everybody with the ball ain't a target? This is football. This is what we're talking about. It's an animal sport. Tom Brady, they trying to bust his knee open. If you want to be a star, you want to be a star. And I tell them all the time, if you don't want to play football, you don't want to play sports, you don't want to work out like this, then don't do it. We'll find you a trait. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on.
Hey, I don't know. This is just because I raised my daughter at the same age, and this is just being real to you. I don't know if you want the baby reading the comments or not, because people say negative shit. I don't know if you want that to happen. If it's good with you, you're the dad. I just want to give you a heads up because it looks like he's reading it. So, So let me ask you this. Here's my counter to what you do. All right. My counter is there's been actors and actresses, to all the haters out there, all the naysayers. I'm going to defend both sides, be devil's advocate. There's been actors and actresses, the Olsen twins, for instance, Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone, right? Their parents started them at acting at 2 years old, 3 years old.
Yeah.
The difference between that and you is we have cell phones now. There's social media now. So those guys didn't take near the hate that you're going to take because it's so convenient. We got it right here in our hands. We can watch, Baby Gronk all day long. We can hate on him. We can love on him, whatever we want to do. Back in the day, we didn't know. We see Macaulay Culkin on a huge show like Home Alone. We don't really know that this cat was basically tortured in some essence, if you read his story, on how he was raised up and what he could eat and what he couldn't eat and what he could do. And so was the Olsen twins. And so were probably a million other babies that were thrown into the entertainment world, right? Not even athletics. Let's just talk entertainment. So I'm comparing it to that because of his age, he's young, etc. The scrutiny is going to be similar, but we have social media just like, we talked about. But there's back in my day, we had a guy named Todd Marinovich, right? We called him Todd Marijuanovich. All he did was smoke weed, but his daddy would not allow him to drink a soda. He wouldn't allow him to do anything but do pull-ups, push-ups, hit the weights. He was 7, 8 years old. And what happened was he became known as a guy who didn't drink Coke. He snorted it, right? So he kind of turned left on his dad and was like, you know what? You grinded me so fucking hard. Now I have to, I'm burnt out, right? I'm burnt out. I'm going to do my own thing. He became this guy who was supposed to be the greatest ever, played at USC, played for the Raiders for a minute, but burnt out. Lane Kiffin offered a 7th grader when he was the head coach of USC. So this isn't like in some crazy,
this ain't crazy. This ain't crazy.
Before I get it, I know it's happened. I know I was actually around Lane at the time when he offered the kid, and I get it. So it's not totally far-fetched for all the naysayers out there. My whole point is on wanting to get you on here is that I don't agree. I don't like 7-on-7. I hate the personal trainer world that we live in. I think it creates soft asses and hard heads.
Yeah.
I have never seen a positive coming from a kid who dominates his age bracket at, say, your son's age, but then falls off the planet when he gets to high school, and then his growth spurt catches up to him. And by these other kids passing him by. I've seen it here in California. We had a kid in La Salle, he's a YouTube sensation. They called him the next Reggie Bush. He was a white boy, running back, and never heard from him again, right? And then you got the Tate Martells of the world, who was also an IE Duck out here in Cali, ended up going to Bishop Gorman in Vegas. And look at him. He's been to 4 colleges. He's never been able to get it done. So I've seen it here with all these YouTube sensations, and so what's different with Baby Gronk? What makes him so different than what history has shown us? You know what I'm saying?
So I was that guy. I did all the cocaine too. Not that my dad was living like, my dad was a party animal. You know what I'm saying? My dad had a lot of women. My dad had, I seen a lot of things. I was a grown man by 3rd grade. The thing is, I was Boobie Miles. So I've lived this life that he's about to live. I was a star. I was the man of the city. They passed me. I didn't do no homework. I didn't take no backpack. They treated me like a star. I had all the women, had it all. I've been the man for a while. So I learned a lot from being the man, and it's not always good. I had a lot of pride. I wasn't humble. See, he was born with different character, with a different personality. See, he don't talk much. He just does his job and does his work. You know what I'm saying? And he don't want to break rules at school. I'm just telling you. Me, I wanted all the attention. Me. So what we show on the internet, that's not really everything about him. Just like they viewed you on Netflix. So all that dog mentality, that hard, that treating them hard and that work and all that stuff, he puts it in. See, look, someone can go to work for a week and go hard. But that guy probably can't go for 30 years like that other guy that went and waked up at the same time and went consistently, a routine. That's what he has, dude. He has a routine. So he's been going for 3 years, 5 days a week. He diets because he wants to, and he wants to be the best. And a lot of kids ain't built like that. That's what I tell these parents. They say, my kid's this, my kid's special, my kid's that. He don't have that mindset like that. A lot of kids are weak nowadays. This generation is different. So this old generation is in my son because I treat him like that. But then he has a balance because his mom's white. She likes to do events. She likes to go to museums and all this bullshit, right? I don't like them. She does. So she takes them. She takes them to the kid stuff. So she keeps them balanced. So we have a good thing going right now where really, dude, he has a great childhood. He just puts in a lot of work because a lot of kids ain't outside no more like they used to be honest. So this working out and stuff, just like how we used to run outside all day until 10 hours a day, we're outside. But now that all we did was put a schedule on it. That's what these people don't see. But they're going to see it though. So I put the internet to doubt him. But when they see him in real life, he's the real deal. They say, oh, he's just bigger. No, dude, we put in a lot of work. My kid ain't like their kids. They drive their kids up there and, they're talking, got some music, and they're saying, go get them. No, my kid programmed already. He understands what he's going to that game for. He understands what it got to look like, and he understands what he got to do. We study this shit, we live it, but at the same time, dude, he knows that, he just wants to be set for life. And the internet's going to make that possible without sports or with sports. Sports is a plus. You know what I'm saying? Play it till you can't.
So Madden, let me ask you, Madden, what are your goals? Do you kind of understand or grasp the concept of at your young age? Do you have your own goals, or are you just going straight off what Pops has molded you into be? Do you know what you want to do right now?
Yeah, I want to make it to the NFL.
So football is your love, your passion, football.
Yes.
And you know that because why? Like, how do you know it's not basketball or golf or just throwing? I'm just trying to be a devil's advocate. How do you know at this age that you want to be just a football player? What if later on in life you want to play golf and be the next Tiger Woods? Have you ever thought of that?
No.
He got the second sport though. Tell him.
Baseball.
Okay. I got you.
He's better at baseball coach than football. We just don't promote it because it's boring. He was more natural to baseball. Football, we're putting in a lot of work. He couldn't catch the ball. He couldn't cut. He wasn't there yet. He just had a little body to work with. Baseball, he came in looking like a baseball player.
Jake, a lot of cats, a lot of people are going to say, well, you only like football because your dad molded you to be. Well, this is my answer to that, and I'm going to answer the haters for you on this one. Like, at a young age, we all fall in love with something because of someone. So I don't care who trained you into it, who molded you, whether it was good or bad. The kids, we're influential at Madden's age, right? We're the most influential age group right now of any human, right? This is that most, we're very, very easily, massaged into doing something maybe, and then later on we fight it because we realize we hit puberty, and now we say, oh man, I don't even like this, and I burn out or whatever. So if the kid got it from you, but he loves it and likes it, then so be it. But I guess my question to you, Jake, if he doesn't like it, let's just say he don't like it in 5 years, are you good with it?
I gotta be good with it. It's my son. That's why I tell him, if you don't love this, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I tell him, if you don't want to play this game, don't play this game. This game takes a lot out of you, and it's going to ask a lot from you. So if you want to do this, I'm rocking with you. I'm here. But there's some kids, man, that just got that special factor, do that special it. You see it in their eyes when you see them play the game, and he got it, man. And it's not because it's my son. I just know football.
Right. I got you. So let me ask you this. So my experience recruiting kids, obviously I've never recruited a third grader. So I've recruited kids from all walks of life, all over the place. And I walk into a home and I do a recruiting visit with a family, and I ask mom and dad, I'm like, okay, listen, at the end of the day, who's making the decision when it comes to getting recruited? And all the parents I just had 7 drafted in the NFL last draft, and all those kids' parents told me he's doing it. It's him. And I'm like, really? So your 17-year-old kid is making the sole decision on his future. And they all look at me and they drop their jaw and they sit there, and I'm like, have you paid a light bill, son? Have you paid a mortgage? Have you paid put a kid through college? have you done this, this, and this? And they all look at me and they say, no. And I'm like, what does the other coaches ask you? And they say, man, they say, good job. I get to make my own decision. And I'm like, see, they're failing you because kids at 17 don't know how to make a decision. They have never made a meaningful decision. And now you see why and what has come to fruition with making these decisions at 17 by the parents allowing them to make the decisions. What's happening more than any time ever right now? Transfer portal, right? Transfer portal is at an all-time high. Listen, Madden, I'm going to give you one piece of advice, right? You need to text message your dad the word decommitment. And if you spell it out in your phone, tell me what it actually says on there. What actually comes up when you type in decommit? You should all do this test. And if I was recruiting a bunch of kids and I told the kids all to do it, the word, what happens underneath the word?
Decommission?
No, decommit.
No, I'm saying it pops up.
So like if you just try to text me the word decommit. What does it do? It tries to auto fix the word because the word does not exist. There is no such word as decommit. It'll put a red line underneath the word decommit. So Madden, my point to you is, if you see these guys now putting these hats on for 7 different colleges, and then they say, okay, I'm committed to Oregon. And then in 3 weeks, they say, I have decided to decommit. They're lying. Decommitment, there's no such word as decommit. Where I'm from and being from the hood, it's called a renege. So that's just like when we play cards and play spades and we miss deal or we call the wrong suit or we play the wrong card. It's called a renege. That's really what the word should be. It's not decommit. Decommit doesn't really exist because you can't commit to something and then decommit. There's just no such thing. You committed already. Committed is the end all. It's the be all. That's what it is. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I ask recruits that all the time. I ask them, who's making the decision when it comes to his recruiting? And most parents say him, the kid. And I'm like, well, the kid's not ready to make that decision. That's why you see the transfer portal at an all-time high. That's why you see these kids leaving these schools and not really having a relationship with the coach because the coach is trying to chase their own perennial bag, right? They're trying to bounce and they try to go to another school. So I guess that was my thing. I just want to make sure that there's no such thing as decommit. And the younger the kids learn that, maybe they'll understand, okay, I need to do more research and better research, me and my dad, to understand we're going to pick one school and it's going to be the right one, not just for the coach. You know what I'm saying, brother? It's not for the coach. It's not for the school. It's not because of the uniform, because Oregon has 100 uniforms. It's not because of that.
No,
it's okay. If I don't make it to the league, dog, I got to graduate, right? And I still like what this school offers, and I still can get a degree from this school. And, just shit like that. I just wanted to throw that out there. But go ahead. What were you saying?
No, everything you're telling me, man, it makes sense. We got it all planned out, dude. I've been having this plan before I had him. How I was going to raise him, how I was going to treat him, what I was going to name him. How I was going to get him good at football. And then I started learning more things. I started realizing. And man, I try to pick up new stuff and try to think about different ways. I could have did better. Like for an example, man, I thought about this. You being from the hood, everybody, raised in bad neighborhoods and just raised, where your dad or your mom or whoever programs you to have pride, to never get disrespected, to be a man, right? So if someone tells us something, then at school, they tell us something, then we're going to react real fast and we're going to hit them one time because they always told us that. We're going to hit them right in the mouth. Well, what happens is that becomes normal. We don't get in trouble that bad the first time, but it gets worse. But what I saw was those Indian kids that are successful, those Asians that are nerds and successful, those white guys that would say, hey, it's okay. They had their glasses knocked off and just pick up their books and keep walking. They were successful. They didn't have no pride, but they all got degrees and they all got good lives with wives and beautiful kids right now. So that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to pick up. And that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to change it up. I'm trying to see what really went wrong, what really happened. And then I hear a lot of parents, they've always said, oh, he's going to learn one day. Oh, he's going to learn. He's going to learn. If you already know what he's gonna go through in life at these certain ages, then why not just walk him through that motherfucker and get him through? So whenever he's going to college, hey, I'm moving in with you. I'm about to guide you through this whole thing that I failed, because I've already seen when you're alone how it feels and how hard it really is. I'm moving in with you. We're going to get this shit done together. I'm going to get you that paper. And if you play football, you play football. If you don't, you got that damn degree. Let's finish this shit. I've been with you all your life. I see this shit, man. I mean, and that's just, I live for my kids, dude. I don't drink alcohol. I don't go out. I don't go on dates with my girl. I live for my kids, dude. That's all I live for. So this is my purpose. I used to have a lot of money. I used to be a big dog. And when I had all this money, I thought, like, you know, hey, I was depressed. I wasn't happy. I would look in the mirror and say, what's my purpose? Like a lot of people watching right now ask themselves, you know, what's my purpose? That's the hardest thing to find. And it's my kids, man. How's your baby's well, I'll ask him. Madden, how's your grades? How are you in school?
Good.
Yeah.
What kind of grades?
A's.
Yeah. So do you have him like you got him tutors or anything, or he's been good? Like he's never had an issue growing up as like, man, as far as anything, read, write, any of that shit?
Man, he's dyslexic, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, this ain't because it's my son, dude. I go to these damn events, field day, or I go to like a where they show you stuff in the classroom and all that stuff. The teachers tell my girl, y'all raising a great kid. The kid don't get in trouble. I mean, you can't outwork them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna outwork them. You know, in college when you get there, you don't gotta be the smartest person. You just gotta finish your work and be there. You know what I'm saying? So the work ethic that he got to do great, it's there. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 10 years. So the first 10 years of your life, we did well. We did this. We were at these levels. Then I'm going to go 10 to 20 and try to survive him and make him keep the numbers up or get greater. And then go another 20 to 30. You know what I'm saying? So we taking it every 10 years. But, man, dude, the work ethic is, I can't talk about it. I can't speak it. To me, it's normal. But to other people, it's something they've never seen before.
What do you do, Pops? So what do you do for work?
I train kids, young athletes. I also do I do a big social media marketing. So what I saw was, you know, the internet can get you buzzing. The internet can blow you up. The internet can get you a scholarship. So what I did was take these young athletes, after I put my son to like a Drake level in the youth sports, I said, okay, now I can sell the game to them. So I got like 180 to 200 kids from 5 to 16 years old, and I trained their parents on how to run social media. A lot of kids were successful. Some got Oakley deals. I got the number 1 6th grade quarterback in the country. You know, the list goes on and on. They're all over the news. They're all getting numbers. They're getting free merchandise. This ain't luck, man. This ain't luck what I did with him. You know, everything was written already. It's like the Bible.
So yeah, so when you had him, you now, is he your youngest kid?
No, oldest.
Oh, he's your oldest. Okay. So you had a plan for him. That's good. You know, that's fine. Where do you see, let me just be the devil's advocate. What if your son, knock on wood, right? What if he ends up being a bust, so to speak? Not a bust, because we're never a bust in my life, in my opinion. I don't think this is bust, because we're not all meant to play in the NFL. We're not all meant to play in the NBA. But let's just say you put a lot of work in this. You have a lot of to be fair, I'm just gonna ask you a question. You have a lofty expectation for him, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we got insurance, dude. That's what the platform's for. So guess what? If he gets hurt or he's a bust, that NIL money is still
I hate to say bust, but yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying, though? He's going to be paid and set regardless. He's going to have $1 million in high school.
See, a lot of not to cut you off, but a lot of people don't realize, if you ever seen the Netflix series Cheer?
Man, Gabby Butler kissed him.
There you go. So yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people that are in the chat talking, a lot of folks that I see hating on social media, they don't talk about the Gabby Butlers of the world and these young girls when they're being groomed as a youngster. They come in as well and have millions of followers before they ever even hit the high school level in this cheer world. And I see similarities here, right? So I see the same thing that you're doing. So I understand that, I want to know did they get the same hate is all I want to know. Because like LeVar Ball, I grew up here. Obviously, I know LeVar Ball and his family, they grew up right up the street. But he did the similar thing, right? He did this plan for his kids. There's been other people that have done it. There's no question. There's been other people that have done it. But I just wanted to bring that up because cheer, it's a very similar situation. They're doing that thing all day. They basically had NIL deals before NIL came out, right? Yeah. So basically they had all these sponsors. They were on shows. They had their own TV show. They had different things. But get it like this, Coach. Get it like this. You were on Netflix. It blew you up. Now you got whiskey and cigars. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Your platform is your platform. So whenever say he's a bust, say he don't make it, well, he still got that platform shit. He can go sell spinner baits for bass, and they're gonna buy it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta see you gotta take the platform though and create your own hustle. So that's what I did because they didn't pay me $1. They didn't pay me $1, and basically a lot of people can argue they depicted me in a horrible way, right? So basically they've made me unhireable. So that's because they only wanted to show certain clips, right? Yeah. So they wanted to show the hits. They wanted to show they want to get ratings, right? Controversy sells, right? Yeah. So to avoid this similar thing that's happened to me, let's just use me as the fucking scapegoat or the vessel. How are you going to avoid similar thing? Like, how are you going to make sure you avoid the negative approach if he doesn't make it? Whenever we first started this, Coach, in kindergarten, I kind of thought like, man, we're showing them with jewelry, with money on the shoulder, with rappers, with girls. And I could see some people took it. They never seen it before. So they didn't know how to act with it. And then, it started popping and the world got worse and the internet kept on hitting and getting numbers and they wanted engagement. Well, guess what? He just was on the NFL Network like 3 weeks ago with McChesney. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw Willie. So, I grew up with Willie. Yep. We're big, major. We can do what we want to do and keep it pushing and moving. He's only going to get older where everything's going to be a hit. You know what I'm saying? There's no stopping it, dude. Like, really, I thought about it, man, how they could stop it. There's no stopping it because I say the market's behind them, but the talent's behind them and the real life is behind them. You know what I'm saying? Baseball's always there. But football, he's half white, dude. The mom's got great size. The brother's got great size. The thing is, if I had a little Hispanic woman, I'd probably play him in all baseball. So I play my cards right. I was a football player, dude. I was better than a lot of these people that are making comments here. And I know it's in the blood, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Madden, let me ask you something. What do you think? Like, you're a youngster, man. You're a baby. What would you say if I asked you, like, hey, do you think your dad's putting some pressure on you to perform at a very high level? And do you feel like you can't let your dad down because he's been there for you, he's done this for you? Or are you okay with saying, hey, if I don't make it, I don't make it, but I'm going to try my damnedest, I'm going to try my hardest? Do you feel any pressure at a young age to perform and be the best every day? Or you just say, you know what, that's me, I'm going to be the best?
I don't feel no pressure.
That's right. So you love it. You just going to go out and play every day.
Yeah.
So you don't care what anyone thinks. You don't care about the haters. I'm sure you already hear it from other people. Pops, does he get hate like from kids because their daddies? Hey, it's jealousy. So the thing is, dude, I mean, it's in the games, dude, but he always comes out clutch. He always pressure. Shit, I want him under pressure. He wants to be in that moment because that's what we train for, dude. You know what I'm saying? That pressure shit, I love that shit. He wants the ball in his hand when that pressure's on because we train for that pressure. A lot of these kids don't train like we do. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that. So, dude, we get a lot of hate, man, but it's jealousy. And when I look at these parents, when I go look at them, I don't ever comment back because I really don't care. It don't bother me. I expected this. You know what I'm saying? I did it for this certain reason. I
I go look at them, and they always got a kid the same age. So what they're doing is comparing. I think, and I tell them, man, if y'all want me to donate some damn sperm to y'all, make y'all baby Gronk, I can. But it's just jealousy, dude. The world's full of jealousy, man. I mean, this shit been going on since, back in whenever Jesus was here, man. I mean, it's just hatred and jealousy, dude, and we can't stop that. We can't do nothing about that. You probably had people on your coaching staff that were jealous of all the success you had when that show went on, and I know you did. So that's just all it is, man. It's jealousy.
Nah, I hear you, man. So let me ask you this: what's going to happen next? Like, where do you go from here? As far as like, what's his next? What's your next plan or plan of attack? I hear that I saw a post or something that you're going to forego middle school. Is that real?
That might be real. The thing is, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with his body. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to save his body a couple? Because nowadays they're playing their second grade kids year-round tackle, which I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? I think the kids get better with the training, with the drills. And if he got that dog, he got that dog. If he don't, he don't. You know what I'm saying? If a rooster gonna win that fight and he got it in him, that rooster's gonna win. But I think I'm seeing how the body grows and how he looks, and if I need to sit out one year to let his body rest, it wouldn't be a bad idea. You see NFL players sitting out and resting, and sometimes it does them good. You know what I'm saying?
So I see, high school kids, man, they re-age and all that, and they reclassify and stuff. I've never seen a middle schooler do it. So I'm trying to figure out where's your philosophy as far as, because bottom line is we don't get to mature our bodies in this. So football is different than basketball, right? It's different than other sports. So I'm just trying to make sure, like, this is just my professional opinion. Like, if he don't play middle school and so let me clarify, you're going to miss middle school or sit out. You're not going to go straight to high school, right? Because you have to have a certain age, right?
Yeah, it got to be a certain age. In Texas right now, they're talking about they're not even going to let freshmen play varsity no more. See, the world getting soft. Football changing.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to rest his body. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, do you guys play in pads in middle school?
Yeah, they're playing pads in middle school.
In Texas, okay. Cali, we don't. It's never done it. Even though when I was little, they don't have pads out here until you get to high school. But so, like, I want to know. So middle school, I don't know what the quality of football is. I never played padded middle school football. We didn't have it. We played flag football in California. That's what we did. I think flag actually made me better, but that's a whole nother topic. But like, what do you compare him to? Like, where do you get his like ceiling measurables from? Like, how are you so confident? Because I know 100 of kids who've ripped through their grade levels and become busts later on. Like, how are you not tripping on letting him like live as a third grader? Like, has he had like does he have his normal sense of normalcy with his own age group guys? Like, does he have his own friends that don't play sports, for instance, or they all play?
No, he got all kinds of friends, man. I told him, you can talk. Associate with everybody, man. You never know when you're gonna need them. That nerd in your class or the guy they pick on or don't like, he's probably gonna be the most successful one that you might have to do a business with when he gets older.
Now, you're not worried about the social interaction aspect of him missing middle school, or is he gonna go to middle school?
No, he'll go to middle school. He's always gonna go to school. It's just taking a year or two off his body. You know what I'm saying? Just saving the body.
So what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do in those 2 years as far as playing?
Baseball and train. Mm-hmm. See, you can leave the game of football for a year and come back just fine. But if you leave baseball for a couple months, your swing gonna be off. You ain't the same. It just ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Baseball's a whole lot more work. And where I messed up at was I pushed football so hard when he was at 6. That I should have been pushing baseball at the same time, but he was a newbie in baseball when I threw him in, but he's already picking it up real fast.
I got you. So what I got my own take on it and stuff like that, but so let me ask you this, Madden, do you currently love this life? Are you good with what you're doing?
Yeah.
You love everything about it? You're all gung-ho, you ready to do it?
Mm-hmm.
You good with taking a few years off? When does he go to middle school though? 7th grade?
7th grade.
I got you. So he got years. We're talking years from now.
Yeah, he got
So
time.
what is he doing now? Like, what's he going to do from now until 7th grade?
Oh, stay on the routine we got, man. We train 5 days a week, 2 days off. Every year I give him at least 2 weeks off the whole time just to rest the whole body and do whatever, just relax and do what he wants to do. You know, we stay on the path we're on, man, because everything's been working. He plays a lot of sports. You know, tomorrow he got a basketball game. He does basketball. He does lacrosse. He does soccer. He does it all, man. He loves sports. You know, he plays Madden. He's watching the YouTube with the football. The kid loves it. You know, he loves it, man. And shit, if he loves it, I love it, you know? And I mean, I can't do nothing but push him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. I only know how to go hard. Like whenever I drink beer, I drank a whole bunch of beer. I wanted all the damn cocaine and I wanted to go out. That's just the person I was. Either I do it all or nothing. So that's what I tell him. With this football stuff, you got to really love this. You know what I'm saying? It can't be nothing else. It can't, because I see a lot of kids in high school, they got the talent, but they want to hang out with their friends and go out over here when they could have been working on their craft and getting better and staying in their lane and in their dream. You know what I'm saying? It takes sacrifice, man.
Let me ask you this. So I want to give my perspective on two things so a lot of the haters can understand and a lot of people need to realize, like, everyone that hates out here, because I'm a full advocate of being hated on, right? So I'm trying to play devil's advocate and be square down the middle. But regardless of how the haters, this is how I look at life. If your dad have only good intentions on giving without the expectations of receiving, then I'm all in it, right? It's all good. Like this is what we are supposed to do as parents, right? This is our blood. So this is the sole reason we give birth. So kudos to you, right?
Yeah.
Nobody but you and Madden will know that, but you and Madden at the end of the day. So, but what it is to me is like, I look at it and say, screw the haters, if that's where it's going to be, right? So fuck the haters. We're going to move on because nobody but you and Baby Gronk will know. But, and I'm like full on, keep doing you. But regardless of the hate you receive, trust me, I may be the most hated cat on this internet. Yeah, I thank them because haters are our biggest fans. And I will end with this one to let you kind of, and then I'll take some. I don't know if you know what we do, but we have actual call-ins, but they have to be a member, so I actually know who they are. So there's going to be no crazy calls. But if you're good with it, they'll love. Some people might call in, love to talk to you and Gronk. So
let them call in. We'll take it.
Cool. So let me ask you. So regardless of the hate you guys receive, you should be looked at on one side, in my opinion, as an inspiration to the youth for this reason. And a lot of people may not see it this way. If we use our brains and broaden our horizons, we would understand that you have shown some youngsters to get off their dead asses, go get some fucking sun, be outside, get off your phone, put down the damn video games. Let's eat healthier and not become some obese, lazy, fat asses and do whatever it is you want to do. I look at it that way as well. If it is solely for the baby's future and getting him to where he cannot get himself, because that's the definition of a coach, by the way, gets him where he could not get himself, then I'm all for you. I'm all for you pushing him. I'm all for him loving the thing and all that. My whole biggest thing is at some point he's going to have I don't know if he's going to have a regret or not, but a lot of cats do, but not actually a regret, but let's just say, are you worried that there is a real thing? I got a couple degrees, obviously, and I didn't have a daddy really helping me do it either. I figured out how to drop my nuts and go do my own thing, right?
Yeah.
Because remember, I was raised by the biggest dope dealer in United States history. So there ain't no fucking question about it. I knew how to go out and get my own degree. I knew how to go get out of a car and buy a house. And I did all that shit on a non-taxable income for 20 years as I coached a fucking high school, college, and junior college teams on a stipend. So I learned how to sacrifice for the betterment of the job that it entailed, which was, okay, I want to coach football. I want to help young kids. Then I'm going to do this regardless of what I have to do on my other end, right? I don't care. I had to do what I had to do what I want to do, right? A lot of cats don't understand that. So at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that, like, this kid is going to end up saying, okay, getting these master's degrees that I got, you learn that there is a real thing in athletics and sports and even recreation, and it's called burnout. So there's really a thing called burnout. And I was from the old school where my dad was like, you know what, fuck, you're going to run track, you're going to play baseball, you're going to play basketball, you're going to go out in the hood, you're going to play street football, we're going to play over the line, we're going to play dodgeball, whatever, right? It was all street games. But cats that I grew up with burned out. They got burnt out because of daddy's pushing them. Are you worried about that at all? Have you thought about that at all? And are you ready for him to come to you and say, you know what, I just want to go play. I want to go fish, or I want to go kick it with the homies and play Madden. I don't know, but because you got a lot of time, he got a lot of time, and there's no difference in him and Tiger Woods. By the way, people don't realize Tiger Woods was playing fucking golf at 3 years old. Yeah. And so is my buddy Pat Perez. They were playing, and now they're some of the greatest in the world. So it goes both ways. It's a flip of the coin. And nowadays that we're in this generation of, in my opinion, of these soft ass parents, are you worried about that at all? About him burning out? And what is your backup plan? I guess
he got to know traits. He got to know, because if he don't know nothing else but sports, that's where he gonna get lost at. See, all these NFL players that lose their jobs or get hurt or get replaced, they don't know nothing else. They say it's CTE and all this bullshit. No, it's that he don't know what the fuck to do. All he knows is sports. So that's why they fuck up. Whenever you see a pro athlete have all this money and he fucked up, he went drunk, he did all this, he never had money. Do you know how money makes you feel? Very powerful. So I'm doing everything in reverse, coach. I'm letting them hold money. I'm letting them be around women. I'm letting them see everything. So guess what? When he gets older and all this stuff comes at him, it's all normal. Oh, that ain't a big deal. Oh, that girl with them big tits ain't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? This stuff ain't going to kill him. The thing is, coach, we're trying to break a curse right now. So I failed. My dad failed. My grandpa did 10 years in Huntsville. He a murderer. All my uncles, they all been locked up in prison for 200 keys and 18-wheelers. This stuff's normal. I got cousins on Amber Alert, still in their own family. So I'm trying to break a curse, coach. So sports and pushing him, hey, this is a blessing, dude. I changed my life for him. He understands that. He wants to go, I'm going to go.
Hey, I'm not the cancel culture guy and the grandpa yelling on the fucking front lawn and shit, right? And it's hard for me not to cuss. I try to stay away from cussing around little kids, but you're the dad. You do what you want. I hate naysayers that talk about how they are with their kids. My dad used to fucking give me beer when I was a little kid, right? So like it's all where you grew up, it's your environment, it's etc. So to the people that say you're trying to break a generational curse, but you talking about Coke, titties, and beer in front of your baby, what do you say about that?
I mean, he's gonna see it. He sees it already. Man, all these people that got children right here, they give their kids the phone on YouTube, and YouTube's throwing them the devil's advertisements. You don't know what the hell's gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? That pride.
That's one reason why I don't follow that suit. That's one reason why. If my kid's going to learn some shit from me, it's going to be from me. It ain't going to be from YouTube. It ain't going to be from social media, because that's what these kids do anyway. So a lot of people that talk like that, that's why I haven't said nothing, because it's like, well, the issue is I see a second grader in Michigan smoked her daddy with a gun. So let's calm down on
how bad is it
around them? Let's calm down. We're teaching little babies how to shoot guns right now at 2 years old. That's a bigger issue to me than some fucking cuss words, but I'm just keeping 100.
I don't get it either, dude. They're hating on this so much, like if we're doing negative. The dude likes football. He loves football. He trains and he eats healthy for his body, for his life, right? We should all eat healthy. What is he doing wrong? Ain't nothing doing. There's kids out there that got problems for real. You know what I'm saying? Go comment on their stuff.
Hey, this is how I
shot up their school.
You're involved. You're involved, and that's 99.9% of the issue, right? You're involved with your baby. So kudos to you. I don't know how you are with your other kids. I'm sure it's the same
way.
Same thing with your other kids. And there's a lot of haters. You understand, a lot of people that talk and a lot of people that say hateful shit. They're the ones actually that are these white collar criminals and these priests and politicians who I think are the most crooked cats in the world. Yeah. Number one, they're the same ones that talk shit about you cussing in front of your babies and doing all this shit. At the end of the day, is that really the bad part of it, or are you a pedophile at home and you're a white collar businessman robbing and stealing all these people's money? That's what really goes on, but people don't want to talk about it. They just want to talk about, bad shit because he cussed. I don't know. I was cussed around as a youngster my whole life, and I still understand the difference between doing it on someone else's kid and my own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think when once we have puberty, we understand the difference between right and wrong. That's just what it really is. So I don't know.
Nah, coach, I raised my kid a certain way, dude. And it works. It's making him a man. He's disciplined. He does great in school. He don't give nobody no trouble. Got some good head on his shoulder, and he has work ethic, and he understands, what he wants to do. And I'm just gonna follow what he wants to do, and we're gonna go full speed with it.
If there's anyone out there that's a member that would like to call in, I'm gonna put the chat link in the chat so you guys can call in. Wido, Jay, anyone that's called, any OGs that are in here
and not taking care of their kids.
Anyone that's in here, you want to call in, ask Baby Gronk a question, ask his dad a question.
Flex on Baby Gronk.
You're welcome to come on in, chop it up. There's so much going on in here. So, until someone calls in, I appreciate you coming in, man. Like, you got anything you want to say? Baby Gronk, you got anything you want to say? I appreciate you coming in, big dog. I'm rooting for you. I'll tell you that. I'm rooting for you. I want to see you doing. If I could ever help you in any way, let me know. Tell your dad, let me know, and maybe we can link up and do something. It'd be a good deal.
He said he wants you to coach his tackle team, coach.
Oh shit! Well, let's do it. Hey, it better be 11, man. Shit. Hey, I gotta call it. Wants to call in. My boy from Florida. He's a good dude. Wido, what up?
What's going on,
coach? What's going on, coach? Baby Gronk, Big Jake, how we doing?
Now we doing good, bro. We moving.
Hey, man. So I just want to drop one thing before I got my question. So, although I don't agree with all the football aspects of the third grader, I think you can't do anything but applaud the dad for preparing him for social media. It's a new world. He's prepared for it already. And he's already a step ahead of everybody with the name, image, and likeness. So, and what I noticed, he's not pulling a LeVar aspect saying Baby Gronk's better than Gronk, better than Tony Gonzalez. He's saying my boy's ready and he's going to do what he can do.
Yeah.
So how could you fault that? Now, my question to you, Big Jake, knowing that Baby Gronk is Baby Gronk, I know you mentioned the big city girls, but obviously Baby Gronk is going to get looked at quicker from the baby cheerleaders. Yeah. What are we going to do when he gets his age girls that gravitate towards him and he might fall in that love? Are you prepared for those days?
Man, I don't think he'll fall in love like that, dude. He got girls on him already. I took the dude to a Bama and Aggie game. I couldn't find him. I went upstairs. He's taking pictures with girls from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? College frat girls. So Baby Gronk gonna handle his own. You know what I'm saying? I talk to him daily. I spend a lot of time with him, dude. I don't think there's another dad in the world that spends more time with their kids. And he's with me all day on my hips. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be all right. I went through enough in life to really get across to him, and I know our parents talked to us and told us what was gonna happen, and sometimes we didn't listen and we had to go find out. I think he'll listen, man. He got that trait in him.
I agree.
No doubt. Hector, what up, man? You got a question?
Yo, what's going on, coach? What's up, Baby Gronk?
What's going on?
I was kind of just listening the whole time, taking it all in, and I really agree with one point that you had about I like what you're doing. You see now in the NFL pre-internet, like once these guys are done, like what are they gonna do? They're gonna try and coach. Like they're kind of sometimes lost. So right now you see a lot of players like building a brand, and building a podcast and all that shit. So it's kind of cool that you're doing that now. So if the league doesn't work, you still have like a fan base and you can kind of pivot your brand to whatever you want to do. You have the audience.
That's the whole goal, dude. Put it this way, bro. You don't even need the NFL no more. All you need is one NIL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that basketball player in high school named Mikey. The dude ain't really done much, but he's a damn sensation. He's getting a whole bunch of money. He was trying to charge me $10,000 for a post. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of money in this shit, and we're doing well right now. But by the time he gets a freshman in high school, remember what I tell y'all, he's gonna be a millionaire.
That's the new day and age, man.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan got cut off his freshman team, had to make it up. Jake Paul was Jake Paul before he went to boxing, and look at him now. So it's all about building that name.
Hey, they said Jake Paul went broke off the crypto. Uso, what up, Jake? What up, Josh?
Yo, what's good?
What up, my man? What up, my man? Josh has a similar story. I know he was raised by his dad, and his dad pushed him and his brothers when he was young, and Josh played D1 football. Josh, you got a question?
Yeah, I kind of got a couple things. One, I appreciate, like I said, you know, my pops was real tough on me growing up, and you know, obviously, you know, we did our thing just like how you doing Baby Gronk, multiple sports, getting out there. The one thing that I want to ask you, Pops, and once again, I admire how much love you have for your kids, man. That's I think the biggest point out of all this, you know. But you know, you're saying that you're going to possibly pull him out of middle school, and you're with him all the time and stuff like that. But you know, what happens when he has to go to high school or experience college, and he's out there in that environment with a bunch of people? You know,
middle school sports. He only meant sport-wise. He's still
going sports. He'll still be in school.
I didn't know if you were talking about like homeschooling him.
No, the dude, he's in public school right now. Shit, the way I work him, bro. Shit, if you can last with me, you're gonna last everything in this life. Just like your dad pushed you, man, when you were little. Shit, my dad pushed me the same way, man. And I know you appreciate your dad for the shit he did, because he made you survive this life. You still here. I know you went through a lot of hard shit. I can see it in your eyes. That's how my dad was. So I was raised by a dog, and that's I know he gonna have that dog in him, man, to survive this cold world. You know what I'm saying? Not even sports, just to survive this world. Period.
Yeah.
There's only two things you can be in life. You want to tell him? I mean, shit. You can either be a pussy.
Go ahead, little man. Tell me what's up.
Huh? He don't want to cuss, but you can either be a pussy or a dog. And when I say that, that's just to survive this world, dude. This world's getting worse. Y'all see it. Y'all see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting no better for our kids. Man, I'm into conspiracies and a lot of stuff, dude. I've heard, you know, about that damn school shooting and all that stuff. The Illuminati. I watch all that stuff. The sacrificing of the kids' blood and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really bad world right now. I just want my son to survive this world and play sports. That's it.
For sure. Hey, and then my last question: how tall is you, and how tall is mom's?
I'm 5'11". The mom's 5'9". Her brothers are 6'1".
Oh, there you go. That's some good
He'll
height.
be all right.
Yeah.
I was cold, dude. I played ball. I was cold. Shit, I was that guy that they talked about. I got people talking about me still, you know, to their kids and shit. I was that guy. I just couldn't stay straight. I couldn't handle attention. I wasn't humble. So that all fucked me up. When I tore my ACL, I got onto drugs. And when I got onto drugs, it just got worse and worse. My mom had diabetes. She went blind. The same time she was blind, my dad had another woman. My mom felt it when she was blind. That shit hurt me a lot. It killed me. My dad, we didn't speak for a while, but I love my dad. And when this happened, I had to get money now. I had to go, and I started hustling. It wasn't like my parents were set and they were good. No, I had to go get it. So I was 20 years old and nice ass cars, houses, pit bull farms, and I seen a lot of money, and I still wasn't happy, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I've been through a lot of my life where it's like, damn, dude, I can't experience nothing else but death. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing I can see that's going to be new to me. So I understand, bro, this lifestyle, this life, and it's a real simple life, dude. We make it hard. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, grown men on the screen, that we probably made our lives harder by ourselves and our decisions, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So I got a plan, dude. I got a plan. I'm trying to make my son just survive. And all the knowledge I can give him, I'm soaking them in. So if he fails, it's going to be a bad fail because he already knows better.
I got you,
bro. Hey, you know, everyone wants to say what they want to say. Everybody has their own opinion, right? And that's what it is. It's an opinion. I gotta be devil's advocate and break it down for a lot of people that hate. Because I don't know you. I don't know your situation. All I know is that you're around, you're pushing your son on social media, you're marketing him. So this is what I gotta say though. A lot of cats that want to talk shit and all this stuff, and especially the minute shit like cussing and all those other things.
Yeah.
Is it really that bad? We got kids in titty bars with transgenders doing fucking we got drag parties going on with our babies. Now, let's keep it 100, everybody out here. Like, let's not bash them over that when we got fucking parents taking their kids to fucking drag queen titty bars. Like, get the fuck out of here. Let's get real with it.
It's a different world, man. It's a different world.
Is all I'm saying. Let's have some perspective on what we're really doing here. One's talking about pushing for a bag for his kid, regardless, whatever. At the end of the day, you're going to be judged because of how you end up with him and how you and him end up at the end of the day in 20 years from now, right?
Yeah.
So we don't care. That's how it's going to be. We don't know because we don't know you. It is what it is. You got to live with yourself and Baby Gronk, right? So I just want to throw that. I just wanted to throw that out there because at the end of the day, it's like, come on, man. We got motherfuckers out here in drag queen clubs with 6-year-olds. Like, that's a bigger issue to me. And we got 2-year-olds killing their daddies with guns. Like, it's a little bigger issue to me than what you're doing. But everyone wants to be in the now and everyone wants to talk shit about something that's going on. Remember, people bash LeVar Ball forever. And then when all his sons made the fucking NBA and one of the other sons for Charlotte, the young one now, he's like one of the biggest cats on social media, period. Or what's his name?
Mello.
Yeah, what's he got? Like 200 million followers already on Instagram? Like,
he's big.
That's what it is now. And that's what it is. And that's something that I probably gonna have to get accustomed to because I hate this generation. I hate this era, right? That's just me. I just don't like what it stands for. I tell people every day, it ain't the kids, it's the parents. The parents are fucking up the kids. It ain't the kids. Kids only know what they know and don't know what they don't know. So it's up to us to teach them what's right, wrong, and different. So at the end of the day, I blame the parents. I blame the coaches. I blame all the people that influence these young kids at the end of the day. So, you know, are you that bad of a person helping your kid out and being a father, or is the motherfucker that's taking a 6-year-old to a drag party titty bar? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I want to make sure I threw out there. People can compare the two because there's a lot worse things happening in the world than a dad trying to be a father to his kid. You know, so.
And I think honestly, a lot of people is talking shit because I mean, obviously, Pops is doing a lot of this, you know, stuff behind the scenes, and obviously, Lil Gronk's putting in the work. But you know, all they hear right now is Pops talking, and honestly, that was going to be another one of my questions. With that being said, obviously, he's going to have a lot of following and stuff like that. Have you prepped him for like interviews and stuff like that? You know, talking with reporters and stuff. You know. Yeah, that was one thing when I got to college. Me and my brother, when we got to college, you know, and we was just used to fucking smashing heads. And then when we talked to reporters, we look like a fool out there. So, have you had them, you know, like I said, prep for interviews?
I mean, the NFL does it. You know, on Tuesdays, NFL's off day. They bring in people to talk money managers, accountants, CPAs. They bring in like people to talk about domestic violence. They bring in people to talk to the players about how to speak to the media. No ums, no ahs, no duh. They try to stay away from certain words. So like, it's a lot on a third grader, but at the end of the day, he's going to be that kid that's different in the limelight, I guess. So the question Josh has is a valid one to me. Like, are you prepping him on not only speech therapy type of stuff, but like how to be different, I guess, because it's easy to be average. We're all fucking average. How are we gonna be different? Obviously, he's already different. He's got 300,000 followers on Instagram. He's a household name as a 7-year-old or whatever. So like, what are you going to do for him to address media and on all these different people when they start coming after him because he does get that bag? So let's say soon. Let's say Nike throws you guys this bag. How are you going to speak and do those things? Have you thought about those things?
Yeah, well, he does a lot more than kids his because I thought he wasn't that good at speaking, right? Like I thought, oh, okay, we got to work on this, right? The same thing y'all are saying. But I've seen other kids that I thought they could talk well, but whenever that camera went on them and the mic went on them, they stuttered. You know what I'm saying? So he's already done a lot of work since he was little, and it's always getting better. So he's been punching in. He's been doing skits. He's been doing YouTubes for big companies. So it's getting better, and I know that he'll get better at it because I mean, just doing it more is going to make you, make you get better. And I think by the time he's in 7th, 8th grade, he's not going to be nervous because he's been doing this for so long. You know what I'm saying? But when he goes to camps and stuff, when the coaches and recruiters talk to him, he talks well to him. This is a true thing, dude. Like the dude shows out in camps. The dude shows out in sports. We went to that Ole Miss camp. You talk about Lane, an analyst, Jock Upton said he gonna offer him 7th grade, but he got to wait. That's just he just got to wait till 7th grade, but he said he got it. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, dude, he's a humble kid, and when he plays, he don't talk, dude. He just does. He's in that zone. You know what I'm saying? You remember how Barry Sanders was?
Mm-hmm.
Barry Sanders didn't talk or nothing, man. He didn't celebrate it. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing big, dude. And I think he got the same personality as Barry, man.
Act like he's been there before.
Yeah.
Hey, so I wanted to ask a lot of people I saw in the comments claiming that the picture with Baby Gronk and Nick Saban might have been photoshopped. Is the photo real? And Baby Gronk, what was Nick Saban like?
Nick Saban's untouchable. He kept 2 officers right by him. See, we went to a camp. Everybody took a picture with Nick Saban because they paid for it, right? The only difference is this is Baby Gronk. Saban took a picture of Baby Gronk. You know what I'm saying? So it blew up on the internet. Everybody said it's Photoshop. No, it's not Photoshop. It's just that he got a big ass fan base, and I already knew it was gonna blow up. I went to that camp just for that picture. The camp sucked. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. Baby Gronk, how'd you think about Nick Saban?
What you think about him?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Was he mean? Supposed to be the mean guy.
Nah, he really didn't talk, bro. He really wasn't he wasn't talking to the kids. It was more the other coaches. Like I said, dude, like what I saw in these camps, in the youth camps, these coaches really weren't around. Not even Lane, dude. Lane popped up for like 5 minutes and just walked out. We never saw him again.
Damn.
Baby Gronk,
LSU the same way.
Baby Gronk, what are your favorite things to do other than sports, man?
Play Madden.
You play Madden? Who's your squad?
Huh?
Who's your squad? Team?
Bills.
The Bills? Okay. Nice. Play so what positions do you play?
Running back.
What about
That's
defense?
What about defense?
Running back, safety.
I'm a linebacker, man, so I know you gotta be knocking some heads, man.
Running back, safety, wide receiver, and linebacker.
Out of all those positions, which one's your favorite?
Running back.
Running back?
You see, he likes running back, man. But he understands that. I got him at running back and taught him how to play running back and receiver and how to do side movement. Like I mastered it. So when he goes, he's probably gonna be a linebacker. So when he goes to linebacker, he moves like a running back and it makes him better. Then he can cover receivers because he played receiver. That's how I translate, dude. Like a perfect example. Elderman played quarterback. That's why he meshed so well wide receiver because he knew what the quarterback was looking for and where how to get open.
Hey, so let me ask you this real quick. So, because you understand, and I got to get going here soon too. You understand you're up against the 8 ball, right? So you got 3 Hispanics in the NFL that I know of. 2 I played with. Tony Gonzalez, which is a great one, mixed with black and Hispanic. Played basketball, football. Munoz was one of the best left tackles of all time. He's full Hispanic. All right. Brian Munoz. He played in the NFL for the Bengals for a long time. you know you're up against the 8-ball just for the odds of his heritage, his ethnicity, right? His race, right? That's number one. He's a mixed kid, so it's good. The other side of the thing is the height thing, right? The measurables.
Yeah.
Just being a coach and a recruiter, all right? Let's just say he comes up and is a freak. He's a legit. He's the guy we think he is. He's going to get all these offers. He's going to go to college. He's going to be 5'10". Let's say he's 5'10", all right? 5'10", plays what in the NFL? Baby Gronk, do you know? So you start prepping yourself now. You have to understand there's only going to be a few things that play at 5'10" in that level, and you have to be different. You got to be different. What do you want to play at that level?
Running back.
That's the same thing I was going to say. You're not going to see, unless you're Zach Thomas, right? You're not going to see a 5'10" backer play at the level. You're not going to see but running backs, there's a million 5'10" running backs. But you're going to have to be so different as far as your jump cuts, your feet quickness, your burst, how can you sustain injuries and stay healthy, right? You're going to have to be different. So that's going to continue to happen unless you just hit a huge growth spurt and become 6'3", and you can go play receiver because you're fast or what have you. So that's just something to think about. I want you to understand that this thing is a cold business. This business we're in is cold as a dope game, like we used to say.
And you need them legs for football, right? So the Hispanics don't got legs like that.
Right.
But he got the white legs, the thick ones, the country ones.
Yeah.
So he was blessed. He got the football body. Right. I was probably the best Hispanic player I ever seen play. I'm be honest.
Yeah. Well, I actually got hit up about you. I got hit up from some people that actually played against you, and they told me you were the real deal.
Yeah.
So that's so that was good to know. That I got some, I got a couple people to hit me up that actually knew you, and some people I knew in Texas that hit me up and said you were the real deal in high school. So,
we got a pretty good thing, man. I benched 450. My dad did 585. I mean, we got my grandpa in 79 did 405 on ice cream in prison. We got he got the legs though. That's the difference. And then he got the half white. So I believe in it. I know that it's there, dude. It's there. And then the game always changes. The slot receivers came out whenever Danny came out, remember, in Texas Tech. What I'm seeing right now, what's going to happen is these tight ends are going to be more like running backs. So they just signed that Hayward guy. He's 5'11". Cam Hayward's little brother from Michigan State. Yeah. He's playing tight end for Pittsburgh Steelers. So he's going to move like a running back. He's going to be 5'11".
Move back.
So that's going to become a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be an inline tight end, but it'll be a floater, a moving fullback type of guy that can catch out the backfield. But, who knows? In 15, 17 years, what class is he? 2030?
2031.
31. Wow. So, who knows? At that time, we might be back in I formation running ISO. Shit.
Hey, how tall is Aaron Hernandez?
Who?
Aaron Hernandez.
The tight end?
Yeah.
How tall was he? 6'6", 6'5".
6'1". Play big. Go Google.
Aaron Hernandez that died?
6'1".
Nah, I've stood next to Aaron. I'm 6'3", dog. He's taller than me.
He's 6'1". I promise you.
Aaron's a little taller than 6'1", homie.
you gotta Google
some pictures of Aaron's crazy ass. That motherfucker's pretty tall. He was taller than 6'1". Gronk 6'6", and him and Gronk used to be pretty damn close together.
If you look at the picture, it ain't that close. I promise you.
Yeah. I just Googled it. Google does say 6'1".
6'1".
Yeah, it might say that. I don't think he's 6'1", though. But he might be. Shit, if he is, kudos. But Aaron was different cat. That motherfucker was different. I'm just saying.
He could play running back. He could move like that.
He played quarterback.
Yeah.
Shit. Aaron played it all.
You gotta be different.
Yeah, well, hey, man, I appreciate you guys coming on, man. I really do. And standing your ground, telling us your story. Shit, letting the people see it. We had over 220 people in here at one time, and this show will get big. It'll go big on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all here in the next hour, and it'll be up over the weekend. I want to wish you guys little Baby Gronk. Let me ask you something. You got something planned for your dad for Father's Day?
No.
Come Come on now, what's going on with that?
He don't even know what Father's Day is.
You know it's Father's Day Sunday.
Now we're gonna be traveling to Austin. We got a Texas camp on Monday.
Okay, I got you. Well, hey, man, good luck to you guys. Be safe out there, man, and I appreciate you coming on. The community appreciate you, man. Everybody, all the real ones for listening, and my boys in here, Josh and Hector and Wido. There's some, there's some more listeners. So appreciate you taking their calls and chopping it up with them. And I wish you the best, man. Regardless, I wish you guys the best. And Baby Gronk, man, handle those grades, man. If you could be the best player in the world, if your grades are bad, you ain't gonna go nowhere. So just remember that. So keep grinding, little man. And I got love for you. Kudos to you guys, man. And Pops, keep being that father you are in his life, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you
being the kid too at the same time.
All right, guys, I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Peace.
Hey,
I appreciate you guys, man. I'm going to end the show and put it on the audio side. And appreciate you guys calling in and chopping it up.
Always.
Have a great weekend, y'all.
Hey, you guys too, man. Appreciate it. All right, Wido. All right, Hector. Appreciate everybody coming in, man. I will see you back Monday, 5 days a week starting Monday for the Hate Me Now, Love Me Later. Merciless Monday will be on Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific. Man, I appreciate everybody coming in. Hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. And like I said, anyone that wants to stay on the show for after hour, after party, stick tight on YouTube. I'm going to upload the show. I'll take some questions. You guys can shoot out your shot. What you thought of the show, what you thought of the interview, ask some questions. And I'll see you in 1 second for the after party on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm in my mode, ready to transform you in the I hate a storm, Hail Marys, I make it pour. Good, I ain't lying, you little giants, we been defying. Right. What's the cost to be the boss, breaking down the walls? We all in once the coin gets.
Oh shit. Jeremiah, what up?
Hey, Coach. I feel like I live on a different. Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I live on a different planet sometimes.
Were you on the show?
Yeah, I never fucking heard of Baby Gronk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never heard of him. Good luck to the kid. I hope he does well. I root for all these young kids, man.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like I wasn't gonna get too aggressive with questioning, man, because like I said, I don't know the situation. See, the problem is a lot of people, we jump the gun like we know the kid. I don't know the kid. A lot of people that were in the chat that came in, I guess they knew more about the kid. They're from Texas or whatever.
Sure.
So I guess they know more about it, but at the same time, I'm not going to judge the kid or the dad because I don't know him.
Yeah. No, I don't have anything negative to say about them. I mean, I also feel like people, some fucking people that have fucked up childhoods that like got raised all fucked up and shit. And they grew up in like Bel Air and shit. I think people forget that like you can have it all and still not have a great childhood, like.
Oh yeah.
No guarantees in life.
I mean, if you look at it though, look at all the fucking serial killers that we've had. You know how many of them motherfuckers raised up in rich lives? They were rich and affluent neighborhoods and shit like that, and fucking grew up and being a fucking serial killer. So it goes both ways, man. It is what it is. Like,
yeah. What about that guy, that fox catcher guy? He was like a million. He was like a multi-millionaire, right? And then did you ever watch that HBO doc, The Jinx?
Who is it?
Okay, the guy's name was like Robert Durst. This motherfucker, he murdered his wife. Then he was living, and this guy was living in like some shithole condo in like Corpus Christi, Texas at one point in his life, murdered his neighbor, got away. By the way, the same cat who got him off the murder charge in Texas is Deshaun Watson's lawyer, Rusty Hardin. Yeah. This documentary, Coach, fucking insane. You have to watch it. You will be like, get the fuck. Basically, by the end of the show, he admits to murder. He also murdered this chick out in L.A. who was like his friend who helped him, I think, cover up his wife's murder back, way before. Like, this guy murdered it's like every decade he'd murder. So he only killed like 3 people, but yeah, he was like multi-millionaire. I think he inherited a lot of the money though. So that I wonder if you got a little bit too much time on your hands, you fucking, I wonder what it's like to kill a motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I'm just telling you, that shit happens every day, man. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter where you're from and any of that shit, man. It is what it is. It
I agree. Well, Coach, you grew up in what a lot of people would consider one of the toughest neighborhoods, and you turned out just fine. So,
people don't realize, man, like the dad made a comment about he didn't have nobody, he didn't grow up with degrees or parents having degrees, and I'm just like, shit, mine either. But I wasn't gonna let that be the fucking determining factor on what I ended up doing. You know what I mean? So,
100%, Coach. Like, don't you feel like? I feel like I dug in the dumpster for my meal with my mom in the 80s when she was a single parent. And I was like, I'm never, I was like, that's not going to be my life.
Right.
Like, I go, I'm not going to have that shit, And I was a motivator, like every motherfucker that said I couldn't do it in the military or this, that, or the other. It's like a motivator. I don't know if you need it, but like, look, Jordan made shit up. Famously, right? Because he needed a motivator.
Yeah.
Like, even though there was nobody telling Jordan at that point he can't do it anymore. Like, he had to make it up. What'd you think of the NBA Finals? I watched the game. I thought Steph.
Give me 1 second. Let me let the dogs out. 1 second.
Yeah, go get those dogs. Hey Jay, what's up, buddy?
Shit.
What'd you think of it?
The finals or the interview?
Yeah, the finals.
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Oh no, yeah, I forgot you work nights, my man.
Hey, let me ask you. So Jada asked a question. Jada said she only heard 9 words from the kid. So I have to ask. I'm gonna be honest. So I want to know anyone that has kids out there, and I'm being devil's advocate, right? What if the kid had an IEP or was struggling? What if he had learning disabilities? Number 1, and number 2, how much can a 7-fucking-year-old talk? I'm not talking shit to nobody, but I'm just asking, like, how much do you think he really can elaborate on and have a grown-up conversation with 200 people? Like, I don't see a 7-year-old having a fucking intellectual conversation. I didn't really want to talk to the kid, to be honest. I didn't even think. I would have been perfectly fine without the kid even being on the show. I wanted to holler at the dad to see what's going on with what his thought process and how it's going to happen. Because at the end of the day, all I'm going to say is I did the show, and now I want to see what ends up happening with this cat. And let's see if the dude is about the kid or was he about himself? Like, that's the thing. We don't know, and we won't know. Only they'll know at the end of the day. But he sounded pretty articulate when he spoke, though, I thought. So
I like what Alan said. He was 7. What did you expect? He's not going to come out sounding like a fucking scholar and shit.
Yeah.
He's 7.
Yeah, he's 7 years old, man. I don't know.
I'm pulling for the kid, but if anybody's seen the Todd Marinovich documentary, we know what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up.
He was much older.
Todd more than most. So I mean, it was his daddy's deal, or was it his deal? I don't know. Who knows? But Todd, made it through high school, big time, right here in Southern California. Was a big time player, and all that. At the end of the day, he made some fucking decisions that fucked his life up. Was it his dad's fault? I don't know.
Didn't he say, Coach? Didn't he say though that he just didn't enjoy football at all? And it just like
later on, but that's why I said there is such thing as a burnout. So let me take this question from Brian real quick. Brian Case, what up?
Yo, what up, Cole?
Oh, you're muted, Brian.
You think that dad was just living through or trying to live through his son? Because I kind of heard him when he was talking about, he's like, yeah, I was that guy and I was this and I was that. And then I tore my ACL. And I just kind of got the vibe that he's just really trying to live through his son. I mean, I get that he's.
Hey, that's the thing, though. I don't know. That's why I wasn't going to ask those questions, because at the end of the day, it's going to come out because the kid's already so big on social media. It's going to end up coming out. So we will find out eventually anyway. So I wasn't going to ask him those things because at the end of the day, I was like, well, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to find out because a lot of these kids end up being bust. A lot of them. I mean, like 99% of them end up being bust. So, you know, that's just what the truth of the matter is. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. And like, I got one of my boys that hit me up and was like, look, man, you know me, I'm a realist, but like a lot of the young white kids in the youth level are better than the young black kids at the youth level. And that's just truth. That's real shit. And is it because of their upbringing? Is it because of the facilities, the equipment? But then what happens? 7 out of every 10 players in the NFL are black. So just think about it. They end up catching up. Brothers end up taking over. And at the end of the day, is it because the lack of equipment and the lack of upbringing had drove them to be better? Or is it just a straight genetical thing? We obviously know that's genetics, a lot of it. But so there's a lot that goes into it, man. But I was going to bring some of those things up because I'm like, you know what? The truth will come out. I mean, it can't hide at this point. The kid's got 300,000 followers. It can't hide. So you're going to see it. And he's either going to be a joke and a mockery or he's going to make it. I mean, the odds are he's not going to make it, right? Especially with his heritage and ethnicity in his bloodline. So there's a lot that goes into this. Like, you know, if I'm a betting man, am I betting that he makes it to the NFL? No, I'm not. But I've been there and done it. I've seen it. But I'm rooting for the kid because I root for kids. So, I mean, that's just what it is. So who knows? I mean, but I did have a few reputable buddies of mine say that the daddy actually was a legit player in high school. And he balled. So, you know, it is what it is. I actually played with a few Hispanic brothers of mine that I played with that were pretty damn legit, but they weren't NFL guys. They weren't even D1. You know, they were great high school guys.
Yeah, it's one of those sports where puberty has to catch up. You know, the physicality. You just don't know who's who until they're at that peak level.
Yeah,
late high school.
It's a possibility. So that's why I kind of did appreciate what the dad said as far as like, I'm just going to set this cat up for NILs. If that's what he's going to do, fuck it. That's what the world is now anyway. So I'm not mad if he ends up getting that done, and that's what he does. So
like, what's the youngest kid you've ever looked at, Coach? Youngest kid you've ever seen and even thought about, oh, shit.
I mean, I've seen 8th graders, not, 7th, 8th graders that I could say are good, but I would never even give him a second thought as far as he's going to be a guy. Cause I don't have the time to even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause playing 7th and 8th grade football is like, it's like, come on, it's not real to me. So I'm not going to even waste my time on it. That's why I'm not going to waste my time on a fucking 3rd grader either. Like that's unbelievable to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's what this new world is, man. And that's something that I probably got to even get accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think it's Major League Football.
Yeah. So,
you know, there's a lot of basketball stars, 8th grade, baseball guys, 9th grade. You can kind of tell, and they're on their trajectory. But football, most of the top guys were unnamed.
Coach, would you recruit a kid? Like, have you seen those where they give letters of intent when they're like 14? What do you think of that?
Well, that kid right there has supposedly been offered. So
at 7, he's already been offered, huh?
Oh yeah, he's got all kind of supposedly. I don't know if they're real or not.
Call your boys at Oregon and check on it.
I mean, I could call everybody, but I don't like to do it, man, because it's like I don't want to blast nobody out. But you know, it is what it is.
What would the university get from offering and signing a young kid like that?
Well, there's so much to it. This is the issue. It would get them nothing but publicity, because I would bet my house that the Oregon staff that's there now won't be the Oregon staff in 2031.
Yeah, you think that's the safest fucking bet?
Be real, you know.
Yeah, yeah, shit. The guy that offered him is probably not there anymore. It was probably Cristobal, right? And he's
The
already
offer has
gone.
expired.
He already went to Miami. So
That's real though, man.
Yeah, they just changed coaches at Oregon, did they not?
Hey, Coach
Yeah.
Brown, you know, we were kind of getting on the topic of, you know, some parents coaching the kids too hard to get into football. I know you hate hearing questions about Malik, but I've never asked a question, but I'm asked one. Do you think that, like,
oh damn, you guys want to see a moose chase my dogs?
Do you think that, like, maybe that played a factor into him somehow? It's like when he went to Florida State and he
do that shit, coach.
And then when he got over to you, I mean, you said he'd been to like 4 or 5 high schools
That's a
before he
lot.
even went to college.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it could have had something to do with his dad.
Hey, come on, Bone.
It could have had something to do with his dad. But I mean, I don't know. We all have our own downfalls and shit. Taylor, what up?
What up, JB?
Chilling. My boy Taylor right here. Everybody on the show. He's one of the guys working at the distillery. He's a football coach. Coaches arena ball.
Here,
What up,
give me
Taylor? What do
this.
you think about that cat?
What's up, fellas? Hey, JB, I was
I'm
gonna
on
ask you, bro.
JB's show.
Like, this is my thing, right? If he's exposed to all this college coaching, the dad's taking them all these camps, doing all this training. Do you think he's gonna be all right? Or, I mean, what are your thoughts? Because it seems like he's exposed to everything a kid can dream of.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt him in that regard, but is it gonna help him as far as football? I don't know. I mean, it depends on his talent level. So at the end of the day, you know, we don't know what's gonna go on with that. But him knowing the coaches and shit is gonna help him if he is a player. So if he's a player, then he's already known by all these dudes. So it's only gonna help him just, you know, walk right into a seamless transition if he is the guy that goes to Alabama, if he is that good. I doubt Nick Saban's there in 12 years, 15 years, or 8 years, 9 years, whatever it is. But, you know, the kid's got to graduate first.
Hey, so are 10-year-olds gonna get NIL deals and stuff now, or what?
Oh, I bet you they are, dude. I guarantee that's the next thing.
It's crazy.
Where you at? Walking to practice?
Yeah, I got arena practice right now. We play tomorrow night.
Hey, you need Allen. Allen can still sling that motherfucker. You need a quarterback. Allen's right here on the show. That motherfucker's a dude. And you got to get Carlos. Get Carlos and Allen on the team next year. You guys will be loaded. Hey, did you sign Marquell Odom?
No, not yet. I've been talking to him though.
Oh, so you're not. So your season, he won't play this year.
No, it'll be a next year thing.
Hey, Allen, he might sign Marquell to his Arena League team out in San Diego down here. Allen just got a job, though, coaching in Texas.
Oh, really? No, definitely. No, we all got to link up. We all got to talk, man. No, but I've been talking to Markell. He's probably going to be a next year guy. He's doing some stuff at home right now, but him and I talk once a week. He's a good dude.
Oh, good. Yeah, Markell's a good dude. He got a kid, too, now, right?
Al's
Yeah,
going
that's what
to
he was
coach
telling
Baby Gronk.
Hey, Baby Gronk, man, I got to get him out here to the game, man.
Right?
If he plays running back, why do they call him Gronk?
What did you take away from the pops and everything?
You asking me, JB?
Yeah.
Pops is cool, man. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if he has been around the block when it comes to, you know, high-level football. But, I mean, hey, he cares about his kid. He's just a little much for me, though.
Right.
But, hey, he's trying to have his kid succeed. It might be a little extra, but plain and simple, the dad loves his kid. There's no doubt about that.
But here's my thing.
I
think
remember
he's
a lot
the
of
only
people
one
hated
that-
on the balls, too, you know?
Yeah.
He's the only one that's viral. How many parents are just like that, do you think? All levels, all different sports, on them that much, living vicariously through him. I think it's a lot.
There's a ton of them, dog. There's a ton of them.
Yeah. But all right, fellas, I just wanted to tap in. It's good meeting all you guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Taylor, don't go be no fucking slapdick out there in Arena League, dog.
I'm trying to be like you, JB.
Nah, I'm a
OG slapdick.
I'm a slapdick.
All right, fellas. Later.
All right, bro.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask you what you thought about the dad, Big Jake. So obviously, Coach JB's, we letting it all go with the language. But in terms of bringing the kid around big titty bitches, what we got going on to let them absorb that, are you a fan of that or not so much?
Here's my thing on that, man. I'm different on that regard. This is the thing. The kid's going to go to school and he's going to get around some shitbird whose parents are far worse than that dad. And they're going to teach the kid the same fucking thing if he's influenceable at all. He's going to learn what titties are. He's going to learn what fucking drugs are. He's going to learn because we're so easily attached to the world now with social media and the phones. I mean, how much can you really hide from the kid? And then you're going to have the naysaying debaters on the other side on the social realm, like Lucy might be able to answer better than me, that says you being too strict in discipline is going to make him go the other way anyway. So, like, what are you going to do? You're in the middle of a fucking – you're in a catch-22. You're fucked either way. So, like – where do you go? Is it talking about titties and shit? Like, I don't know if I would have been talking about I did coke and shit, but at the same time, it's different for me. Like, shit, my kid can pick up my book or watch a fucking globally recognized show anytime she wants and find out something on me. But at the same time, he's probably past the era of YouTube now, where the kid ain't gonna be able to find out who his dad really was as a player or person. So I don't know, man. It's a fine line. Like, I think all you can really do is be real and honest with the kid in the household, raising him. And if you're there, I think if you have a good enough relationship with your kid, in my opinion, and real recognizes real, they should be able to come home and say, Dad, man, I saw some titties today because this Johnny showed me, or Johnny's dad showed me. Now I may go beat Johnny's dad's ass up. I don't know. Depends on where I'm at in my space. But at the end of the day, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those deals where I'm like, well, shit, come speak to me and we'll chop it up. And if we have that open dialogue, I think that's the best thing of both worlds. Like, we have the dialogue that we can talk. Then I think it's a win-win. I don't think you can't lose in that regard. So I don't know. That's just kind of my thing. I want the open relationship to say, listen, come tell me everything or anything you want to know. Whatever happens to you at school, tell me, and let's chop it up. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to discipline you as long as you don't do the shit you see. That's what I'm going to teach at home. Don't do the shit you see. Do what I tell you to do, not what you see. And that's what'll be the difference. And that's how I would be. But I don't know. I mean, each his own, man. Everyone's different. The world's fucked up as it is. So, I mean, it's kind of like, where do you go with it? But I don't know. Like, shit. I got a daughter. I mean, daughters are even worse than raising boys. So, I mean, you don't want daughters to go out and be fast and all that shit. So it's like, what do you do? So I don't know.
Coach, we're constantly seeing like a bunch of new trends. Yeah. And do you think down the line, I just looked at his Instagram account, he almost has 300,000 fucking followers.
That's what I said.
Do you think down the line, like certain programs might look at like these kids and the football skill might not all be there, but this kid now has 500,000 followers? Do we add him to our program? Because it could be used as a marketing tool. It could bring in his fans are going to want to tune into the game. So I feel like that, like he could be a pioneer in that shit. I forget how old he is, but that could be also the new trend down the line. Like,
that's already happening.
Yeah, it's already happening. But you think that's going to happen though? Like a program is going to be like, okay, let's add him because of his network,
his social media. Absolutely, that's gonna happen. That's probably happening now
already. So like,
yeah, that kid from that went to Ohio State from Texas, didn't he have like 1 million followers or something?
Oh yeah, the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about because that's like the new resume.
I think he already transferred out.
No, he's at Texas now.
Right, yeah, he transferred out of Ohio State.
Ohio State, yep.
Hey, JB, you should have seen the look on my face when the daddy was saying, man, he had frat girls all around him. I was like, if the frat girls was wanting a piece of a 7-year-old, good Lord, talk about robbing the cradle, bro.
And you were thinking that while you were looking at Sarah Cheeky, motherfucker.
I wasn't looking at Sarah Cheeky. I was looking at this.
But Coach, man, I think the problem is what you talk about all the damn time is then PhD having AD stupid people that are looking at image and likeness and stats and followers. As a coach, as a recruiter, have you ever looked at how popular they are to mean anything? Probably was.
I've never looked at that shit. This is the only thing I did, and Alan will tell you what I do. So I'd have my staff. So once I signed you, and if you're recruiting the kid, you're gonna follow him anyway on social media. Yep. So if some shit pops up anyway, the kids are losing more scholarships than ever doing stupid shit on social media, right? Well, once I signed you and you're in my program, all my players were under follow by each coach, and we followed every single person. So if anything dumb was ever put out there on social media, you were done with me. So we were going to make sure. That's one of the reasons you never seen my kids get cracked for dumb shit, because they knew we were on there and listening to them. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
What kind of thing would they do that would disqualify him?
Hector's got a lot of haters today, dog. I don't know what's going on. Hector has a bunch of fucking like trolls. That shit is comical. I think Hector either did his girl wrong or fucked over somebody on Uber the other day.
Yeah, Hector, what happened?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. Some trolls have been on Hector's ass today.
There was a lot of people talking shit during the show, so I was like kind of talking shit to them.
Oh, that's why. So this guy at Block, he's just making a new account and shit.
Those guys are weirdos.
Yeah. I saw that shit too.
They're hoping that kid fails so they can say, "I told you so." That's fucking
that's
weird.
fucked up.
That's weird.
Hey, JB,
Well, they
I
hate
think
their
you've
own
got
lives,
somebody goes by the name of V trying to get in, says they've got a take on it, and they've had some wine, but they're backstage.
Say what?
Somebody's waiting to get up in here. They said they've had some wine, so they ready.
Coach, do you see the StreamYard private chat?
No.
There's
When you go to chat, you can't go the private chat. There's someone in there.
Oh, okay. What, man? I have such an out.
Yeah,
I have such an out there take on this as a female. I'm not even sure if I should say anything. Come on, I've had wine. I could do this.
Do it.
I don't know what it is.
It's after party.
Oh yeah, Coach, you have to do this. This is
hell no. You pay $1.99 first, motherfucker. I don't know who that is. Some fucking.
Oh yeah. If they're not a member.
Hey, you'll learn not to listen to bullshit because these motherfuckers. There's some fake motherfuckers
Well,
in
you
here.
Can't see the face of the individual.
If I can't see you, V, show us your face, V, or show us your titties. Let me see your titties, and then I'll let you in. Fake ass motherfucker. Shut up. Get off my nuts.
Be careful, Coach. People buying those these days.
Hey, Jeremiah, you hang out with Miss Amanda Jane up there?
Yeah, nothing will get you taken down YouTube quicker than somebody's flashing you.
Hey, Jada, did you have
in
wine?
broadcast?
Jada, you come on. I don't hear no V. Who the fuck is V? V these nuts.
Oh, Coach, your electric car thing was so fucking funny. You mean, man, you should make that a T-shirt. Electric car, these nuts, man. That was so funny.
Wait, what happened?
You did like a couple of your last show. You did that electric car, these nuts, man. I was like, make that a T-shirt.
Oh,
you went off. Maybe it was Monday. You went off.
I'm thinking about putting that on a T-shirt.
You need to, Coach. That shit was funny as fuck. I will buy. I will buy fucking
if you're
2
a
of those
female,
motherfuckers.
let us see you. Like, what the fuck so hard, homie? Like, if you're a female, show us you're a human being. Or are you using a fucking filter? This ain't how I treat potential members. I treat members, not potential. There ain't no fucking potential in making money, motherfucker. You either show your face or get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck if you wear a pussy or a dick. Now shut the fuck up. Get your motherfucking ass, break bread. Shit. Hey, you feeling froggy? Leap in this motherfucker and show us your face. Fuck all that bullshit. You trolls to me. You are a troll to me. So if I'm rude to you, guess what? Go look at the little dick porn on fucking Pornhub and get the fuck out my station. Fucking rude bitch. Bye. So anyway, Jada, you need to take her.
I think you're clear on it now, Coach. If it wasn't
not a troll, she said. Okay, well, I honestly don't believe shit you say, motherfucker. Now shut the fuck up.
Jada, Lucy, somebody that's a member, come in here.
Man, that's crazy, dog. Motherfuckers really want you to fucking do some shit for them, but then they don't want to fucking pay the fucking dues. Pay the dues and you do whatever you want. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Did you see that moose in my yard that came out my dog?
Yeah, I saw that shit. Hey, there was like 220 something people in here. I was like, damn. So I couldn't see all the shit. All I saw was a bunch of shit talking, cracking, and I was like, God damn. So who knows? Hey, brew dick in me. Eat a dick up, bitch.
Everybody wanted
Anyway,
Hector,
Baby Gronk.
100 fucking trolls in here today. Holy shit.
Like Hector's like the most.
Hector was the most hated cat today. He took over me.
Damn.
That's good shit, Hector. I need some fucking hate taken off.
Yeah.
Who was the vivid cloud?
I'm here to listen to you, Coach. I'm not here to read the comments.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's exactly how I feel. I try to not pay attention to the chat all that much. A lot of times I'm just trying to listen.
You see this, you see like the regular cats in the chat. Like I pay mine to them, but other than that, like my eyes aren't glued to the chat. I'm fucking here.
It took me 2 months before I realized I can look at it.
Because I could tell the baby was looking at the chat, and I'm like, homie, I don't know if your kid should just be reading all this hate, because that's something that could trigger a motherfucker. Who knows? Be a fucking psychopath one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to,
I got JB. I got to tell you how to do members only, man. It's so fucking easy. You just got to sign into your YouTube account. You can do it while you're live.
And do what?
And then you could just make. I would just make your you got to do the YouTube live. You could do while you're live. You can sign into your YouTube account for JB, for Coach Jason Brown, right?
And then I think I don't know. I've never done that. Yeah, but I probably should.
You can do it. No, you can do it. Yes. And then so like you can make Alan and TJ moderators and they can ban motherfuckers from the chat for you. They can also drop the link to your membership. So it takes people to moderators will allow people to takes people to your membership page so they can join easier. That saves you.
You're talking about on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah,
I got to learn how to do that shit. I might have to hit you up one day and try to do that shit.
Coach, I can tell you how to do it right now. You just right-click on their name in the chat, make them a mod, and then you can go to members only via your controls. Right there, you just click members only chat. Since you already have enough following, you can do members only chat because you can monetize. You need 1,000 followers to do that.
Better type it up and write it to him, Jeremiah. Coach is not technically.
No, you can email it to him, bro.
Why'd I tell you that? Why'd I had to send me a whole edited ass thing?
Coach, I'll send you a quick video.
And I got a motherfucker in my ear over here, and I got a fucking 1,000 other shit. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. Hey, Domingo, if you can't become a member, it's a you problem. It's called a you problem. If I can't pay my mortgage, I'm going to be on my fucking ass, homie. So figure it out. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you, dog? Go figure it out. It's $1.99. I guarantee you spent over $1.99 looking at fucking Sarah Cheeky online, motherfucker. Stop playing. So go spend that shit.
Hey, did you ever find out if she was still being stocked? Is she still being stocked?
Yeah, I talked to her a couple times. I talked to her here and there. So she's coming out here to do something. Her and her family coming out here for some type of shoot or something.
Oh, hockey tournament maybe? Because she kids are.
I'm not sure for the kids with the kids and shit. So. Who knows? But
good. I'm glad she's not having problems anymore.
I don't know. Shit. Basketball's over, Hector. So I don't know. I can't bet on hockey. I don't know shit about it. I can't bet on baseball. Don't know shit about it. So I got a few months for football. So I have no idea. I got a couple hundred in the FanDuel and my DraftKings pot that I've won over the last few weeks. So I'm like, well, fuck.
When does college football start?
Nah, August.
Yeah, the dead period is the worst.
Hey, JB, she says she's a member now.
Oh.
V?
Homie, I don't even see a V in the chat. Where is she? It's full of shit. So no, she's not a member.
She just sent a message to the StreamYard chat.
I know, but where is she a member at? I don't see it.
I didn't see her pop up.
You gotta type it in the chat.
Nah, she ain't in there. It's a troll, dog. She's fake. Jay, stop believing everything. Jay, it's not Sarah Cheeky, Jay. Trust me. It's all right.
I already know Sarah would just pop in and Sarah or Cheeky or something we know is real. I don't know.
Don't ever admit anything to any of these motherfuckers, man.
Man,
that's the lesson we take from Jay.
God,
if you're itching, Coach, if you're itching, you always
Coach,
got
if I didn't say it, have a.
I wasn't itching, dog. I got to shave. I was thinking about it. I was like, fuck, I got to shave.
No, Coach, I said if you're itching to like bet, you always got UFC.
Oh, UFC, fuck.
Oh,
I don't know shit about
UFC, yeah.
Yeah, you enjoy it so much more when you bet on someone and knock someone out, and they got 15 minutes to do it. And you just chill, drink on your whiskey, and enjoy the fight.
Hey, Mike Pappas, I appreciate the $1.99. That's not a membership, but I'll take the tip. Well, hey, man, I got so much shit going on. I got to get the fuck out of here.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. All you guys, man. I appreciate you. I'll see you Monday for 5 days a week, back to 5 days a week. So I appreciate you guys.
Yay, 5 days.
All right, Jay. All right, Hector.
All right.
All right, V these nuts.